The name's Verve. Yeah, just Verve. If you need a last name, you can put Squallrun or something, but that's only because you asked. I understand you need me to answer these questions for your report or whatever, but I've already told you everything I know. I really don't get why I'm still being questioned. Yeah, no, I get it. It was dangerous and stupid and I could have died, but if it wasn't for me, the girl definitely would have been toast. Plus, between you and me, I've always wanted to jump into a burning building all heroic-like. I was just looking for some sort of compensation for my services, so why the interrogation? I guess that's a good point. Would you believe I just happened to be in the right place at the right time? No? Okay, fine. Few days ago, these peeps at Solas talked some big game that this rich pomp security system was the most advanced in the Steadfast. Airtight, Nara, out the wazoo. I'll spare you the deets, but bottom line, I'm getting paid by these smooth brains to find the weaknesses in this Numsec. That's Numenara security for the uninitiated. But I never intended to give it to them. They paid me half already, and I was gonna sell this drive back to the owner for more shins. That's what I was doing here. Finished the job too, in case anyone was interested. I was on my way out when the explosion went off. I started running, but then I heard the girl. No one was around. The security team was scrambling. What was I, an upstanding citizen of Charmant, mind you, supposed to do? Alright, we can split hairs all we want, but that's gonna land us nowhere. How about this proposal? I don't even want the shins, keep them. I give you all the info I have on the Numsec, plus the names of the dudes that paid me. In return, I walk free, and you lose the name Verve from your database.
Well, hey there. Welcome to, well, our little settlement don't have a name yet. We're still figuring it out, but I'm sure we'll come up with one soon. Me? Who am I? I'm Licton Brattlesby, the unofficial greeter of this here town. It is quite the pleasure. How'd I get here? Well, it's quite the simple story, you see. I was born and raised in the beyond, far from here. And several years ago, my little village up and vanished. People in the houses with them as if they were carved right out from the earth itself. So a group and I went out and solved that little mystery and brought it back. After that, I realized that this ninth world was full of amazing surprises, and I developed a bit of a wanderlust. Eventually, I made my way to the city of Charmant. Mighty fine place, but I ended up in a spot of trouble. I promise it was all a bit of a misunderstanding, but them city folk don't like to listen to reason. That's where I met Verve. Bit of a reckless fella, but he helped me out of a tight spot and we made our way out into the beyond. We ended up with a bit more travelers than originally discussed, but they all seemed like fine and reliable folk. Then we made our way into the Sicilian jungle and what we eventually decided to call our new home. It might be in the middle of nowhere and everything is still being cobbled together, but welcome to the town.
Sorry, I didn't see you there. I was looking at something else. My name is Nova, and I'm on a mission. I'm not sure where I'm going or what I'm looking for exactly, but my ma always told me I'd know it when I saw it. I've got a bit of a knack for that, ever since I was little. My ma and I, and some of my aunties and uncles and sibs too, they've got that knack for seeing what others don't. When I was little, I thought everyone saw like me. What do I see? Different things, depending. It's hard to explain. When I look at a tree or a flock of birds, I see perfect order and symmetry forever, going on and on, longer than humans can count or the most powerful scope can see. But at the same time, everything is bundled up tight inside itself, like a leaf ready to unfurl. I told you it was hard to explain. It helps a lot with our work, though. People come to us with their problems sometimes. Well, I shouldn't say us. We're just the caretakers of the temple. I'm sure you've noticed it. the strange building just as you cross over the mountains into the beyond. We've been there a long time. People come to us when they need to know that there's the promise of order in the chaos, or the hope of chaos in the order, or sometimes they're just following a feeling. And that's what I'm doing now. We've known for a while that the temple had a missing piece, so when I started growing up stronger than my sibs, the quest fell on me. My family taught me to be self-sufficient, just in case I needed to be on my own for a while. It can be dangerous wandering around alone, but I'm not worried about finding what I need. I'm sure the path I walk is straight in some dimension.
Firstly, my name is Rashiel. To answer your question about Numenara, they are fearsome. They are powerful. They should be treated with deference, not played with like mere trinkets. The Aeon priests, those egomaniacs, think they have it all figured out. That kind of mindset gets people hurt, killed, or worse. I know better. I have experienced firsthand the destructive power of the Numenara and what they can lead the unwary to do, both to themselves and to those around them. After all, there is no generalizing the Numenara. I fear that my current fellows and I are unprepared for what we may be confronted with as we forge this new settlement, but fear of the unknown has never stopped me before. I suppose I can say that I do hold some hope. I hope that I can safely gather more information on Numenara and the beyond that I could ever hope to access in my hometown. Whether I need one or many, surely I'll be able to find something out here, away from prying eyes and the central cults of the priests. In any case, it is too late to turn back now. I may never be able to go back to that life I had before, peacefully studying with my mentor, but I know that I can adapt. I am a sorcerer, after all, and I know that I am better off for it.
And we're live.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to our fourth episode of Numenara Remnant. My name is Alex. I'm your very excited GM tonight, and tonight I'm greeting you from my bed. I promise, come back to my computer shortly, but I've got my cat here, and he's really nice. He's so nice, y'all. I'm preemptively redeeming my Pet the Pet, and so I'm just hanging out. I'm hanging out with the cat for a little bit. But anyway. I have introduced myself, and I think we'll all go around and introduce ourselves real fast before we get into the show. So, do any of you brave souls volunteer to introduce yourselves first?
I will say hello. Hello, I'm Finley. You can find me on Twitter at infernal_glow. I will be playing Nova, a driven glaive who sees beyond.
Hi, I'm Mare. Pronouns are she, they, and you can find me on Twitter at Archmage of Dice. And I'm playing Licton Brattlesby, the adaptable jack who rides the lightning.
And hello, my name is Christian. I also go by Kappa around these parts. I'm going to be playing Verve, the risk-taking jack who touches the ding-dang sky.
Hi, I'm Seth, she, they pronouns. You can find me on Twitch at KillXJill. You can also find me on Instagram at KillXJill with an extra X. I will be playing Rashiel, who is a nano, and that's all you get to know right now.
All right. Now, does anybody want to recap?
I did say that I would be doing the recap, so I will go right ahead with that. So, last session we left off continuing to explore the vessel, or also known as the donut, as we have been calling it due to its shape. as we continued to explore and look for the protomatter for Sabine, Nova and Verve came across some information clone versions of themselves that Rachel or I could not see. This all happened after Verve pressed a button and made the donut turn on and levitate off the ground. They had some talking with themselves, I guess you can call it. And what they wanted was to get out. We said no because that sounds mighty suspicious, so they did not like that, so they went on the offensive. Verve took a pretty hard hit, and Verve commenced to try and let them out because it turns out Verve got possessed, I guess you could say. And that resulted in an all-out fight between the four of us. Rachel and I more or less against Verve, and Nova against themselves. We succeeded with some very bad physical casualties, mostly Verve. But we continued to explore the vessel, trying to either find the protomatter or find a way down. After more exploring in the, maybe I guess you can call it the telescope part of the center vessel, Rachel did something interesting with the panel on the back of their neck. Not my business, but whatever it was, it worked and the donut moved, and all of a sudden we had 5 open air elevators to get back down to the ground. Got a way to go up and down safely, told Sabine, and started salvaging missions, really. Some time passed. About 4 months, something like that. It's hard to tell time out here in the Sicilian jungle, and we were all woken up in the middle of the damn night by a runner from Sabine saying we had to get to her place right away. Someone was there, no name, no allegiances, but they came here sending us warning of invaders from the south. They had something called a peacekeeper. It nullifies any resistance, and while that happens, the invaders cut them down. So that's on our radar right now. So we're making preparations, I guess.
All right. And fortunately, some of these preparations have already been made in that while you were not aware of any looming threat from the south, or for the vast majority of the past 4 or 5 months, you have at least been engaging in the act of sort of building up the settlement that you have. With the proto-matter, Sabine was able to put together a rather advanced water purifier, which services the needs of pretty much everybody in the community for now, although it doesn't leave a whole lot excess. Like, you don't have a ton for like large-scale agriculture, for example. One of the more visibly useful things that you have is this construct in the center of town, this large obelisk that's maybe like 10-15 feet tall, that everybody just refers to as the community obelisk or the obelisk. It's a sort of message board almost, in that you can walk up to the obelisk and tell it to and give it a message for somebody else. So if you walk up to the obelisk and say, I have a message for Verve, next time Verve goes to the obelisk will relay that message. You can also put general messages that the obelisk will inform everybody about, and you can even play simple word games with it. It's just this. It's very much a community meeting space. Everybody goes to the obelisk to get their work rotations for salvaging from the vessel. It's this little community center construct. You also have something of a powered lighting system. It's very much limited to the center of town, but it is this artifact called a luminous dynamo, which creates basically these floating glass spheres that just kind of hang out at different points in sort of the center of Remnant, just providing enough illumination at night to where you can safely walk from, at least within the core area, safely walk from one end to the other. and Sabine is currently working on another project, which she is mostly hasn't informed anybody as to what it is yet because it's very much in its infancy. Has anybody else been doing anything particular that you would like to mention over these past 3-4 months?
I can go first. I've been really focusing on continuing getting buildings made up for any newcomers, as we have had a spike and an increase in population since the vessel went airborne. I've also assisted in going into the vessel to scavenge iotum for Sabine and other rites, so they may make these very necessary Numenara for us so we can continue surviving. I've also worked on being a mediator for people in the community of Remnant, so just making sure things go smoothly. And in between all that, now that we've got some families and some kids around, I've actually started teaching them some of my tricks of the trade. Some of the younger ones, I teach them how to read, letters, writing, and some of the older ones, maybe I teach them the finer points of scavenging. It's something different every day. Don't tell their parents, but I may or may not have taken them of a mini tour of the donut when no one has been looking. And that's mostly it.
All right. And as a quick point of reference for our audience here, you'll hear that word iotum referenced a lot. Iotum are a class of exotic materials in Numenara that have weird and powerful properties that are necessary to build these sort of incredible constructs that are necessary. One example, for instance, is this compound called thawm dust, which is used to manipulate time.
I want that.
I want that.
You can look for it.
Oh. Nova was not looking for thumb dust or any dust at all. I was, over the last 4 months, working to build a gym, a community center where people could come and get stronger, to practice their training, to learn to defend the community. At first, when I started it, it was just a way to improve my own abilities and find those of a similar mindset. But now that the stranger has come and let us know that our community could be in danger, I feel that this turned out to be a sensible and it's almost as if it was fated that we should have been improving ourselves in this way. And there are some promising new arrivals who are physically strong and quick and will be an asset in our defense. And the other thing I've been working on is exploring further and further afield from our little village here. I've begun to be a little, I'm searching for something, and I have not found it within the confines of our settlement. And so it's led me to keep going out into the forest. All I've found is this strange puzzle box. I don't think it's what I'm looking for, but it's interesting.
Rochelle?
I lost, so I have to go. For the most part, I have been trying to spend more time with my friends, assisting them when they need something to do with Numenara, and kind of relaying my knowledge to them. I have been working with Sabine whenever Sabine needs something that needs some intricate knowledge of Numenara. I have been, of course, training Ash as much as I can. And I have also been spending a lot of time with Nova over at their place, just being together.
That's right. Sidebar, I, Finley, use they, them pronouns, but Nova uses she, her. And we have been reading a lot. It is true.
Mm-hmm.
I have enjoyed your company.
I have enjoyed yours.
And I guess now we come to Verve. I've been helping out as much as I can. No job too small or humble for Verve to get down and dirty. Setting up that water purifier thing was that one was rough, but got it done. Also just kind of building rapport, welcoming new folks, and making sure that they find the space. Again, nothing too drastic. I'm really here just to support and sort of make sure that they that people feel welcome.
Right. One more thing before we hop back to our sort of present day time. Verve, you mentioned you wanted to have a conversation with Rochelle.
Oh, that would be later.
Oh, that would be later? Okay, sure.
Yeah.
All right, gotcha. Then in that case, we sort of return to where we left off, or at least the morning after, because I don't, to my knowledge, know of any activities you would like to do at like 3 in the morning or anything like that. Like 14 o'clock at night or whatever the Numenara time is. So we return to the morning. You all sort of wake up at your sort of respective individual times, however late or early you rise. If you make it a habit to check the obelisk as part of your morning routine, Rashiel and Licton, you are invited over to Sabine's to assist in constructing an object. Rashiel, this is not entirely a new experience for you. Licton, this is the first time you've been brought on to assist in instructing a Numenara object.
Odd, but I ain't about to say no.
I don't think I've ever seen you over. Have I ever seen you with Sabine and when we're working together?
Nah, I try to stay out of it, just so
Oh.
I don't bug y'all, and I don't want to touch anything I shouldn't. So, this is odd, but I'm not complaining. I'm willing to help where I can. So, she needs me. It must be something she thinks I can help with.
I wonder what she is up to.
Probably something wondrous, as always.
That is true. That is assured.
And I would.
All right. And Verve and Nova, your day is, at least for now, pretty much yours. Is there anything you would like to do?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but last night I alluded to some sort of confessions that needed to be made.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can't intercept Licton and Rashiel before they go off on their day, I'm just gonna be sitting in in one of the communal areas, sort of where I guess we had agreed to discuss.
Okay. So Rashiel and Licton, you would have been aware of this sort of looming conversation. So if you want to, head there first, you're definitely able to do that as well.
Did it sound like Sabine needed us immediately?
No, this
All
is
right.
not like, hey, you need to be there now. If you needed to be there now, you would have either gotten a summons or you would have gotten a fly.
Fair.
Yeah, Rashiel's definitely gonna blow it off.
Blow off Verve or blow off Sabine?
Blow off Sabine.
Okay. Yeah. I can spare some time for my friend Verve. Especially since it sounded
You can wait.
serious.
Yeah.
She'll be fine.
And
So
Nova, you'll be...
Definitely. I'm going to do my morning exercises and come straight there.
All right, sure thing.
So last night I told you that there's a bunch of I think the reason why the cast off person, our visitor last night, recognized me was due to a bit of notoriety on my part. Rashil, you know about this, and I thank you, honestly, for not talking about it.
Oh, that.
Yeah, that.
Oh.
Charmand, in Charmand, I always was in with some bad folks. I'd go around lifting Nera, stealing shins, and repurposing them. If you asked me at the time what my profession was, I'd say asset relocation or redistribution of assets.
Where you trying to go with this, Verve?
Part of the reason why I was so eager to leave was because I needed a new start. Charmand isn't the only place that I was doing this. I've been doing this for a very, very long time. Charmand, Chi, the City of Bridges, Minthis, all. Charmand was the last big city. The last place where my name wasn't burned. But see, there was always a code. There was always rules. You steal from people that have too much. You steal from people that wouldn't miss it. But everyone always succumbs to greed. And usually those people have power. So I've been running. Chased. Almost.
So you think that they recognize you from your past? Most likely.
Think so.
Do you think that that person is looking for you specifically? Or is it a coincidence?
I hope it's a coincidence. Otherwise, I'm in way more trouble than I thought.
Well, just because somebody knows you, it doesn't mean that they're angry with you or they want to punish you. What you did was against the law, but there are many, many sides to the story, and we have no way of knowing what side this stranger is really on.
And I appreciate that, but don't get me wrong. There is some bad in that I don't know can be forgiven, but I have been hiding it this whole time. So please don't be surprised if this person knows something
Well,
about that.
I've only known you for a short time, and that short time, the good you have done obviously can't erase the entire past, but you have been doing a good job, in my opinion, on trying to do the right thing. So, if it comes down to it, as my friend, I can assure you that I won't let any harm come to you, at least any unjust harm. If you do something stupid, can't make any promises, but you can do a good job learning and keep your head out of trouble.
Thanks. I appreciate that. Anyway, I'm super busy. Nah. I'm gonna go. get started on those errands.
Have a nice day. Rashil and I gotta go help Sabine with something.
Irv, whatever happened in Charmand is dead to me now. It doesn't matter.
Thank you, Shield. That and can honestly say I did not expect that coming from you.
I'm full of surprises. And Rachel's gonna go with Licton.
See you later. Bye, Nova. Bye, Viv.
Hi, Nova.
Wait.
I bump you. I nudge you slightly, Rochelle.
Yeah, what?
Nothing.
Are you going to come and practice push-ups later?
Of course.
See you later then.
Same time?
Same time.
Okay, I'll be there.
14 o'clock. As the group disperses, I would like to just, I don't want to follow him, but I just want to watch and see where Verve goes.
Well, if you're following Verve, he's very much doesn't have an agenda for the day.
That's what I thought. Didn't
a
have
lot-
to roll for that.
A lot of it is him checking up with just local people, the mostly newcomers, and trying to see if there's anything that they need. Kind of asking them where they come from, taking a general interest in trying to keep morale up. It's occasionally he'll help someone, say, like, you know, someone, oh, I remember you needed help moving today, so here I am, got boxes, I can lift some. But very much unorganized. He was using that as an excuse to get out of the conversation.
Sure. And Verve, you would know that the news you learned last night hasn't quite broken yet. So broadly, the community mood is pretty good. You've made a lot of progress in a. It's taken a while, but like it's a relatively rapid amount of time. And most people see nothing but more progress, better quality of life on the horizon. So spirits are pretty high at the moment. As for Licton and Rashiel, you find Sabine at her house. You'd see that large tank of protomatter that you would have helped get off of the vessel has been basically just pushed and like butted up against her house. And there's this and they basically like knocked a hole in her wall about like 3 feet off the ground, and there's this complex sort of like nozzle device that goes like through her wall, connects to the tank, and so now she has this like dispenser almost of this extremely volatile compound just in her house, you know, as you do.
Of course she does.
The
As
rest
we
of the
walk
house
by that, I think Rochelle is just gonna kind of like lean to Licton and be like, I still feel bad about that.
I won't worry about too much. What's done is done.
Oops.
It's fine.
Mhm. But yeah, so that's probably the most distinguishing feature about this person's house. And brother, you go inside and you see her working on something. There's like a bunch of stuff in here. Scrap material and weird sort of half-completed projects. You know that Sabine doesn't generally leave things unfinished, but she has a lot of stuff going simultaneously. So this will all get done. It's just a matter of prioritization. And priority shifts sometimes moment to moment. So there are several things, several things going at the same time at the moment. But as you enter, she actually sort of sets down what she's been working on Oh, hey, good morning.
Good morning, Sabine.
Hey.
Uh, so look, I know I sent a message asking about how we craft something, and if you have the time, I would certainly appreciate it. But I guess I really wanted to know, how much do you trust Verve?
Where's this coming from? Is this about the cast off woman from last night?
Yeah.
Has she said
Count-
anything?
Okay, counter question. Why would you trust this drifter more than Verve?
I'm not saying I necessarily do, but I'm also not going to pretend that Verve is the most upright person that we have here. Let's be honest, he was asking every 2 or 3 days if someone was coming after us for the whole time it took us to get out here.
Well,
No, I'm not holding anything against him, but you two know him better than I do. So
well.
I want to know what's happening here.
What I can say is that the way I hold value in people and the way I trust them is based off the time I have spent with them and the trust and way they have acted around me. I have not known Verve as long as Rachel has, but in the time I have spent with him, except for your occasional rashness, he has been. I trust him. He's been quite trustworthy, and I find him very reliable. What happened before I met him has really. I can have no say on it. I don't know.
Sabine, to be frank with you, I am if you have something to say about Verve or your specific distrusts of him, if you know something that you don't think that we know, then please come out and say it, because all I have seen from Verve since we, got into the vessel and found a reliable way in and out of it, he was part of that. He, as far as I know, and again, aside from the occasional Verveness, he has been an asset, has he not?
I also
He
want to
has been.
point out that right now it's been very apparent that the people heading up Remnant, Nova, Rachel, Rachel, myself, Verve, you, and the captain. I don't know if talking to us is the right way to go about it. I don't want to set a precedent for the rest of the community and talking about people behind their backs. If you have an issue with Verve, you should talk to him yourself.
Look, I do not have an issue with Verve, all right? But someone came here last night with very important information that concerns the continued survival of this entire community. And I can tell you, she was much more talkative when Verve wasn't around. She very clearly had some sort of issue with him, recognized him to some extent, and all I want to know, because you two know him better than I do, all I want to know is whether or not I should be concerned about that. I'm not accusing Verve of anything.
Let us handle it.
I think that in terms of the community, he has the community's best interests at heart.
If something's going to come up from someone's past, then I also have to be worried, frankly. So let let us take care of it. If we have to go and talk to whoever this person is and get some direct answers, I will be the first one to volunteer.
You know
All right.
me. I'm willing to help out where I can. But I don't want
And
backstabbing behind people's backs or like distrust starting to creep up.
all right, and to be clear, I don't really care what Verve's past is like. I just want to make sure that nothing's going to happen. I just want to make sure that we're all good in the future. And so, whatever Verve has done in the past, as long as if you trust him not to be a problem in the future, then I trust you and I trust him.
Sabine, I
But
say
you'll have to
this.
forgive me for being a little bit rattled.
I understand. Sabine, you know that I don't. You know how I do not establish rapport with people. I can say, without a doubt, after everything that the four of us have been through, that I personally trust Verve. And maybe my word doesn't carry much weight with you, but I trust Verve. And let us handle it. Let us maybe go talk with this drifter and figure it out. But
And if her
I
word
don't think it's anything you need to worry about.
and if her word does not hold as much weight, please let me put mine in there as well. I do trust Verve.
Okay. I'm just worried.
I think we all are after that
I don't
news we got.
I don't know what we're going to do.
One step at a time. One foot
We'll
after
figure
the
it out.
other.
We don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Do you need my help with anything today?
Yeah, I'm still working on this, and she sort of gestures first at this sort of control panel type apparatus at a desk, which you get the impression sometimes maybe also doubles in function as like a table for eating, but rarely. But also, as she's gesturing this, she also sort of sweeps an arm over to this like large set of like components that sort of like all fold together almost, and if like all stacked on top of each other, they would probably create a structure about 18 feet tall in total. This sort of metal spire type object.
And I assume Rashiel knows what Sabine needs.
Oh
This
yeah, yeah, yeah.
thing.
Yeah. No, you would actually be one of the very few people who actually knows what this item is intended to eventually become.
Okay, cool. Let me do that in character then. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Do you actually need me for anything, or did you just actually want to talk, Sabine?
Well, you've been a great help in building some of the other things we've had. So if you would like to help build something like this,
You tell
you're
me
more
what
than welcome.
you tell me what I need to do, and if you need me, I will help.
All right, sure thing. And the following is a very technical process. So, as far as mechanically, Sabine builds as a level 8 character. This item is level 7, so it's going to get built. It's just a matter of time.
Speaking of stuff like that, can I say my flex skill to the day? I could be understanding Numenara.
Yes, yeah. That won't necessarily help you build,
That's
because
fine.
building and understanding are two different skills, but yes, you can take understanding.
That's fine. I don't know what the day is going to bring, so I'm just choosing something out of thin air.
Sure, yeah. Uh, Nova, I have a question for you. So you found an item, an artifact of some variety in the Caecilian jungle in your explorations. What have you done with that?
Well, to be honest, understanding Numenera is not my forte.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that for some time it remained on my in my living space. while I, puzzled over it. But I may have asked Rashil about it, or she may have noticed it on her own.
Yeah.
She noticed it. Rashil noticed it, so I asked Rashil about it. Is what I was saying.
Rachel
Um,
definitely would have. What is that, and
Well,
why is it?
I don't really know the answer to either of those questions. It is a cube.
Yes.
It is a mystery, at least to me. And why well, it was. I can tell you where it was buried in the jungle up to. Can I show you how much of it was submerged? And I don't know. When I came upon it, it was, all by itself. No sign of any other unusual things around it. Rochelle, I was so excited. I thought, this is it. This is what I've been looking for. My quest is at an end. But I think if that were true, perhaps I should have been able to figure it out on my own. So, will you? Maybe you can make head or tails of it.
Yeah. Let me look at it.
So a couple of things you would note. You're welcome to take an Understanding Numenara task on this. However, it will be a very difficult task. This is unlike anything that has even been associated with the vessel. But broadly, a couple of things that anybody can notice. Rather than being a smooth cube of any variety, it's more like a bunch of like a bunch of like metal bands almost, like...
It's like an orrery, but like cubular.
Kind of, yeah. Like honestly, my sort of touchstone is, the D&D magical object, the iron bands of Bolaro, that metal sphere that's just made of all metal, these like bands. It's like that, but a cube.
Is it like one of those like rubber band balls?
Kind of, but like a cube.
But like
a cube.
I think cubular.
Cubular.
Yeah.
It's like tubular, made of tubers.
Oh my god.
Like tubular. People.
The cube does, there is something producing light inside it during the day. That light is sort of white, but at night it turns to this sort of like pale green. The cube is always cold, but it boils any water it comes in contact with.
So, I think knowing all that, it makes less sense that I would have kept it to myself for any amount of time. So I will say that, like, as I'm showing it to Rashil, or like not, like, maybe it's like might be even more noticeable that I'm a little disappointed that it did not reveal itself to me, even though there's no reason for me to expect that it would. So yeah, sure. I can't make heads or tails of it. It's glowing.
It is.
I'll like kind of put my shawl up over the window to block out some of the lights. You see?
Oh.
When you look inside, it's green.
Huh.
And I thought at first perhaps I could, use the edge of my spear to.
Oh no! No!
Oh no!
Don't do that. No.
Well, I already did.
Know what it is? Oh my. Okay.
Is it bad?
Did anything happen?
GM, did anything happen when I tried to like uninterlock the bands? I'm still alive.
Not that you could tell.
Okay. I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. Don't do that again. Maybe.
Oh,
Don't poke Numenaras.
That's what I do. Okay,
I know, but don't do that. Stop.
Right.
I am definitely going to roll an Understanding Numenera check, just because why not?
All right, sure. I know your
Fuck.
skills.
That's good.
Okay, what you got?
I got fucking 4.
Okay, yeah. Hey, it wasn't a 1.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say 1.
No, it's
right.
a 4.
Sure. So, all this going back to our present time to ask Rashiel, where is that cube?
Wait, where is it?
Where is it? Yeah. It's like in your
my
house.
cube.
Might have
Is
it.
it
I will.
Nova's?
Nova, like, I feel like okay, high key. Nova's probably like, oh yeah, you know, there's this weird thing I found. Rashiel now knows that Nova tried to poke it with a glaive, so Rashiel is just going to kind of, while Nova is in her blanket fort, is just gonna kind of slip it off the shelf and take it with
But
her.
as soon as you told me not to do it, I wouldn't have done it again.
But Rashiel doesn't know that.
You don't. This is over between us. No, I'm just kidding.
Rashiel definitely would have taken it back to her place for safekeeping.
Okay.
Sure.
Also,
sure. Gotcha.
mysterious decor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just asking.
Yeah, so it's in Rashiel's kitchen, boiling water.
Mm-hmm.
You use it to boil water.
She uses it for tea.
Beautiful.
You know, company.
I love it. All right.
Can I come look at it sometimes?
You can't bring your glaive inside.
I bring my glaive with me everywhere.
I know, leave it outside.
What if we are attacked? What if there is some sort of monster?
Ash is here.
Who's here?
Ash!
Oh.
My
Oh,
baby?
I'm sorry. I heard hatch and I was like, are there chilies? What's going on? That's true. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe
then
I will
yes.
just stand near the door with my
Okay,
glaive. And I will
that's
look
fine.
at it.
I will bring you your tea.
That sounds good. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Rashiel, then, how would you like one experience point? Or two, one for yourself and one
Oh.
for somebody else.
I would love one.
All right. Who would you like to give your other experience point to?
It obviously has to be Nova.
All right.
I was ready for
So-
it. Obviously, it has to be verb, and I was gonna be like, "It's my cube."
No, it's Nova
So-
because I stole it from Nova.
Rashiel. Nothing happens that you're aware of. Verve.
What?
You are doing your thing, helping people out, making yourself known, building a rapport with the community. And this young man, maybe 18 years old or so, you know him as Varl. He's been one of the original people who came out here from Charmant with the group.
Yeah, I know Varl.
Yeah, he's well known for being more enthusiastic than he is capable. But he's actually turned out to be a very solid member of the scavenging team. He's a actually really decent salvager, which he's sort of very much taken to. But you see him sort of out of the corner of the eye, like sprinting in your direction. Verve, oh my god.
Yeah. Hey, Varl.
Hey, Rashiel's house is glowing. Can you go get her? I would ask her myself, but I'm scared of her.
Sure, yeah. You checked first that Rashiel wasn't inside, right? He paused and at the silence is just that much too long.
Mm-hmm.
Verve is gonna take off sprinting towards the house.
Sure, you take off sprinting towards the house. This community is not particularly large, and even if Rashiel lives on the relative outskirts,
And he then also at the whole time he's yelling fire. Fire!
Sure. People are definitely sort of definitely reacting more in confusion than fear, because as you sort of approach Rashiel's house, you notice that there definitely is not a fire, but there definitely is a glow, this sort of weird pale green glow that is very much coming out strong from any sort of gap in the synth plating that is on the exterior of Rashiel's house, coming through the cracks in the doorways, coming out any windows. There's very much something going on.
Okay, so it's not a fire. But
Not a fire.
I'm still going in. Gonna try and get my way in there to see if Rashiel is in there trapped or anything.
Shield, do you lock your doors?
Fuck yeah.
All right.
Well, then guess who's sprinting at full speed to knock it down?
All right, sure thing. Because you taking, I will also say taking a look in like any windows, that's like worse than useless. Like that practically blinds you.
Oh,
Um,
shit. Okay.
so
I'm also yelling, Shields! Shields, you in there? Rah rah!
Shields is on the other side of fucking town.
I don't
Which
know
granted,
that.
it's not super far away, but for the like 45 seconds that it has been since you have spoken to Varl, like there's no way she would know what's going on.
Okay.
So as you break down the door, because that's essentially a trivial task based on the sort of condition of your community. As that's going on, jump over to Rashiel. Probably another 30 seconds after this happens, Varl comes bursting into Sabine's house. Oh my god, there you are.
Brave.
Hi.
Take a deep breath. What?
Wait, who's there?
This is Varl in Sabine's house with Verve and Rashiel. Rashiel, your house is glowing. It's like real green from the inside.
What? Huh? My house is
Something glowing green.
It's glowing green.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sabine, you mind if we go check this out and we'll come back later?
Kind of in the middle of something though.
Fine,
Yeah.
I'll go.
I'll be there in
it's my
just
house. Fine. Ugh.
Sabine herself is like holding this sort of like this like glowing. It like to you it just looks like a pinpoint of light. It is just like she's holding a light. I can't really put this down. I'll be over there when I can.
Okay.
Alright, but do you need us?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine on my own. I would very much appreciate it if you check out Rashiel's house.
Alright, let's go.
But
Send the fly if you need us.
will do. Thank you. Let me know what happens.
I will.
So really quick, just a quick question. How much radiation does Verve take?
Oh, okay. So no radiation damage at the moment, but you sort of burst in the door, and it's. I would say that you would at least be able to sort of make out the location, the source of this, which is a very prominently displayed Numenara object, probably sitting next to some tea leaves.
Ooh. I'm going to, get up close to it, take off my my coat, and throw it over, and see if I can take it from there.
Yeah, sure. You throw your coat over. Your coat is now glowing green. Imagine it's made of glow in the dark material, and it's glowing, but it's not dark. It's like that color.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Now, at this point, I'm like, okay, that feels safe enough to touch it. I'm going to grab the whole thing and carry it out.
It's cold, but yeah, you can do that. You carry it out, and you, Rashiel, you would probably, at this point, you would probably all be able to be in the same place, sort of convening and seeing Verve carrying this something in what looks like a glow-in-the-dark coat.
Did you kick in my door?
Yeah, I thought you were inside trapped.
We did say that we were going to Sabine's earlier.
I don't know how long that was gonna take. I don't know.
Oh, anyway, what is this?
What's happening? My house isn't glowing. I don't see anything wrong.
Yeah, because I took the glowing thing out. It's right here.
Oh, that's
Nova, where are
interesting.
you in all this?
I probably went. This is going. I feel like I'm out of like something else. I think I went to the gym.
Okay,
Yes.
sure.
I love it.
Gains.
Gotta get that
Oh,
morning workout in.
I was like, oh, well,
Word
they've
would-
got their, everyone's just going about their business.
Yeah, word would have eventually hit the gym. So while they're having this discussion outside your gym, the gym is like not, like, again, this whole place is not large.
Mhm.
So word very rapidly hits the gym, and you could probably be there in time that by the time that this discussion is happening, because Varl is not the only person who sees this. Varl is just the only person who was brave enough to tell Rashiel about it.
Right.
Fucking
So in that case, yeah, I sprinted. I grabbed my spear. I'm like, oh, Rashid, like, I knew I shouldn't have let you take the cube, and I'm just running over there.
Mhm.
It's the cube. I know it's the cube. And I
Yeah, you run out there and you find your
screech to a halt.
compatriots.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey,
well, you're not glowing. Your house is not glowing.
I know.
What-
I don't know
what-
what the big deal is.
Verve, you are holding a green glowing jacket.
This was the thing that was making your house glow.
Oh, okay, that's new.
Maybe you
It
shouldn't
was-
be holding it.
It's
Is it
fine. I've been
making
drinking
Verve
its.
glow? Oh, sorry.
I've been drinking its tea all the time. It's fine.
What?
What?
It boils water.
Do you know that it glows?
I didn't know that until today.
Is it?
Maybe
Okay.
maybe we should remove it from the confines of the town until we figure out what it does.
Can I, as the community's protector, can I roll something to see if it is posing an immediate danger to us?
Okay, sure. This would
Like-
broadly be some sort of an understanding Numenara role, but if your only intent is to see is this thing dangerous or not, that would be relatively simple.
Yeah.
Because that's very much a binary choice. So yeah, sure. I'll say that the challenge of that would start at a 4.
Okay, now I have a disability in understanding Numenara, so I may not
Okay.
do very well at this, but that's okay.
All right, and you can spend from your intellect pool to bring that down to a.
No, I think
Bring
I'm
that back
like
down to a
really like not even using my brain. It's like a
Okay.
pure instinct thing.
Can I assist and maybe observe it with her?
Sure,
it-
and you have understanding Numenara, so that would bring
Yeah.
it back down to a 4.
Because
Alright,
it's
well,
my
I rolled
first
a-
time seeing it, so.
I rolled a 5. So
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem dangerous. It seems real bright.
yeah, it's like, well, it's not, it's not, it doesn't seem to be posing any sort of immediate danger.
Listen,
And I did
done-
find it.
Exactly.
I've handled a lot of Numenara in my day, and this, and I opened the jacket like tiny bit, is too blinding to be any sort of normal or
And-
safe.
Just
None
because
of
it
them
doesn't.
are normal.
Well, also, it might not be a bad idea to keep it away from the town anyway, because not everyone's gonna know what it is, and Varl did just come in a panic, so maybe just to keep people from panicking, we should keep it out of eyesight.
Or we could, I mean, I was going to say that perhaps we could just put it somewhere where everyone could see it, and then they wouldn't be afraid.
But it's
'Cause-
also very bright.
It is very bright.
You know what?
We don't
We
know.
can do
what
whatever
comes.
with it. I just don't really want it. If I knew it was going to do this to my house and make everybody just always look at my house and at my stuff, I would not have brought it inside. So I don't care.
We can fix
it's
your
that
door
easy.
if that's what's. I know
Oh,
you
Yeah,
value your privacy.
yeah, I'm sorry about that. I can fix it. I'm sorry.
I expect it improved. I want a door that cannot be shoved in as easily by you.
I have to say, now that we know, it's not just shoved in by Verve. Now that we have heard about the invaders, I think, cubes aside, it is a reminder that we need to focus on protecting ourselves. So the next unexpected surprise may not be so glowingly benign.
Here, all I know is it's too bright. It's a beacon of some sort, I think. I'll let you figure that out and hand the whole bundle with the jacket included to Nova. You're smarter than me.
I don't think that's true. But
I want my jacket back. I need to go find supplies for a door.
Okay. So are you still? Oh, he's gone.
Let's go to
I'm walking.
Sabine.
I'm not like running away.
Well, if you need help with that, let me know, but I'm gonna start getting supplies to fix your door.
Thank
Rochelle.
you.
But yeah, let us know what's going on, and we'll figure it out.
Going straight to Sabine.
Oh.
I'll go. Where'd
Oh,
you
so
go?
you're bringing that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Verve, where'd you go?
I imagine that there's some sort of pile of like scrap pieces that we've scavenged from the donut. So that's the first place I would go.
All right, I'll get my tools, and I'm gonna help you with Rochelle's door.
Sure.
I'm
So
gonna-
Rochelle and Nova, you're bringing that to Sabine's?
I would like to, just because it seems to Rashiel with that glorious 4, to be relatively chill and benign. It glows a whole lot, but maybe Sabine could build something with it.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna
you
slip
bring it
away
to
there. I'm like,
Sabine?
I'm so sorry if I had known that it was going to cause this kind of problems for you. It made very good tea, but
It did.
I would have kept it in my own house.
Well,
Um,
you couldn't you couldn't have stopped me from taking it, but that's sweet.
I mean, I could have.
No,
I could.
no,
I could.
it's okay.
Do you want me?
And she takes the bundle and brings it to Sabine.
I take it back with my superior might. How much
Bet might contest.
might contest?
Oh my god.
Bet.
You want to roll it off? All right.
Bet.
Sure
Oh my
thing.
gosh.
Wait, how does
You
this
can
work?
spend I'm just gonna say because you're unless one of you has skill in something that would allow you to grab or
Yeah, I have a
hold
skill in
onto
arm
something.
wrestling.
Yeah, I have a skill in proving my might. No, I don't.
Yeah.
You both have a
yeah.
skill
So
in
but I am
unless
going to.
That's one of you has a skill. You could both spend effort, and it would be the same exact thing. So I'm not even gonna bother asking you to.
I'm going to use my muscles of iron.
Okay. Can you read that description out for me?
Yes,
Oh my
well, I can read
gosh.
the distilled version. Might-based actions are lowered by 1 step for the next 10 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. So you're going to be reducing this challenge by a 3.
I'm not spending anything.
So I
All right,
basically
go
get
ahead.
to like add 3 to whatever I'm doing. Okay.
Pretty much. Yeah. So both roll, and let's see what we get.
Y'all.
19.
Oh shit.
11.
All right.
I take the box.
So, what happens is, yeah, fuck it. Nova, how would you like an experience point?
I would like it very much.
All right. So, who would you like to give your second experience point to?
Okay. Who are you pointing at, Kappa?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the overlay. I'm pointing at.
Oh, okay. Is it in bad form to just give it right back to Rashiel? Or should we spend it?
I mean,
Depends how we want to do experience points and keeping track of everything.
yeah.
All right, I'll spread it around. And give the other one to Verve.
All right.
Can I deflect?
Sure.
and give
So,
it to-
Verve take an experience point. So, what happens
Kappa.
is, Nova, you are able to hold on to the cube,
Oh boy.
but Rashiel is able to pull the jacket off of it.
Hey.
And so what happens is you are actually able to physically come in direct contact with this item. Mara, can you please bring down the creature meter?
Oh shit!
Oh.
No.
All right.
No more memes.
No. This
Oh
is.
please,
This,
God,
this
no.
is. This is. This is not memes. This is certainly.
Phew.
This is certainly. 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 This is certainly not memes. All right, so
I liked the memes. The memes were, they were familiar.
Nova, you are sort of, in a way, almost transported out of your body. You
Again.
don't quite feel like yourself anymore. You have all of your same memories, you know all of the same things, and you feel like, you're still pretty much Nova. But, you've got way too many arms. Way too many arms.
They're like human
And-
arms, right?
Oh no.
Oh dear.
These are very long indeed. These are long tendril-like appendages.
Are we talking Slender Man?
Not quite.
I don't know what's
You
happening.
feel as you're sort of readjusting to your new surroundings, and as you almost feel like you're waking up. But as you wake up, your form begins to electrify in a way. There are sparks flying around all over the place between each of your maybe 24 or so appendages.
I'm so powerful.
And
many.
this entire relatively small space that you find yourself in, which is relatively small as compared to your body size, which conveniently enough you have like no frame of reference for. You could just have long arms for a thing that is like a centimeter big, and you might be in a box that's like yay sized. Unfortunately, that is not quite the case. So as you wake up to this sort of electrifying body of a sort of very central, like flat disc-like thing, and this like 24 long electric tendrils in a way. The hatch below you opens,
Hatch?
and you sort of like flump. Like I'm trying. Like my first sort of way to describe this would be like a flump, almost like you just sort of like flop out and then like sort of spread out into this sort of because you don't experience gravity quite the way everybody else does.
Where am I now? Exactly? Am I in the village?
Currently now you are above the village. You have been sort of released from the central command hub of the vessel.
Oh.
As this is happening, the elevator into the vessel basically pulled itself straight up, and it almost looked like the bottom of the command hub twisted almost, or something similar to that. And a hatch opened, and you in this like imagine a large starfish with like 24 thin tendril-like arms. That is you, and you just dropped out of the hatch in the vessel. And now you are this enormous 800-foot across starfish-like creature, just floating, trying to, determine control over, bodily functions over the village.
What?
What do the rest of
That
us
is the
see?
situation. You see pretty much that. You see basically the elevator close up, the bottom of the vessel sort of rotate and drop out this enormous, large tentacle starfish creature thing. I can actually hold on. I can post a picture of this thing in chat.
Also, what does Rashiel see with regular Nova?
Rashiel sees with regular Nova basically stopping, taking a look around, sort of like feeling out what a body like this is.
Wait, so is it just is my body still, like my human body still on the ground next to Nova? I mean, next to Rashiel?
Yes. I'm gonna say that you would be able to put together, you've traded with something.
Wait,
What?
trade?
Yes.
What?
Trading?
Trade?
We're all looking up. What the hell?
Well,
You
we're
can find a
inside,
picture of this
right?
creature in general chat.
Oh god,
okay.
In
I'm
our
afraid.
Discord.
Oh,
Oh wait, no, that's not it. That's an actual starfish.
I
Okay,
love
Oh
it.
yeah, so I posted something in Nara chat because I was like, that reminds me of this thing.
It's so creepy, but I love it.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like that, but
boy.
800 feet across.
And
And
it's
sideways.
and it's horizontal, right?
Well, it can be. Right now, I'm assuming that Nova is sort of parallel to the ground, because if
Yeah.
Nova does elect to go perpendicular to the ground, she will come in contact with the village. That would be bad.
Thank you. That's good to know. I won't do that.
Verve, do you see that?
No, I don't see that. Of course I see it.
Everyone around you is fucking panicking.
What is that?
Everyone around you is running, screaming. People, like, it's like some people are running into their homes. Other people look like they're running for the jungle.
Oh shit!
But people are just booking it.
Does it look like I can get some kind of level of calm for some people? Maybe like to get people like
You could,
I want to try to get
You could
people
try.
calm to get other people calm and like put some
you
order.
you could make an attempt.
I would
yes.
like to.
Yeah, I would
attempt.
like to help that as well. Just
Sure.
Okay. I've got pleasant social interactions. Would you say
Sure.
that applies?
Yeah, I'll say that this would be a challenge 5.
Do you have any
So present social interactions brings that down to a
4?
4. Target number 12.
Okay.
You can spend effort.
leveraging risk maybe, where is probably the best place to be to avoid danger? Would that apply?
I'll say sure. Yeah.
So down
Sweet.
2. That's
If
down.
you spend effort, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend 2 intellect and bring that down to a challenge level 2.
Sure. You're rolling for a 6 or above.
I got a 16.
All right, super. Yeah, you are able to sort of create some, maybe not calm, but order.
Organized. Yeah, that's
You-
fine.
You can basically direct people to, you can sort of direct them to react in a way that you would like, but you can't get them to not react.
That's fine. I
So
want
where would you like to direct all these people?
I want to put someone else in charge, like maybe like Varl or someone like whoever the other person is, but have them lead other people somewhere into the jungle. That's not right under this thing, but like somewhere safe, I think.
Sure. One of the people who sort of in this calm that you create takes some amount of leadership is a relative newcomer. This young man named Elliot. He is the town physician. And he has seen pretty much everybody for one reason or another. And so he is able, like in this sort of like vacuum that you have created, been able to like step up, and he sort of gathers everybody. All right, everybody, we're going into the jungle. Everybody stick together. And he sort of leads a group of maybe probably like 100, 150 people.
Thank you, Elliot.
Sort of waves. You notice he has some sort of a Numenara device. It looks like a weird sort of beam emitter or something sort of strapped to his hip. So he's prepared to, do what he can.
All right, let's find the others.
Yeah.
Rashil, box goes relatively dim. Something is in Nova's body, sort of testing it out. Nova, you're a starfish.
Yeah. What's
You're muted,
that
Rashid.
like?
Would I know like that something had happened, or to me is it just like Nova's still there?
Nova's still there. She just acted real weird.
Okay.
Nova, to you, it's also real weird. You're sort of experiencing a lot of memories. You remember being very far away from here. Not necessarily like, oh, very far away, like, a few hundred miles. You're not from this planet. You remember being somewhere light years away from this place. But at some point, somebody punched through. And ships upon vessels upon ships came from what seemed like nowhere to the place where you lived and place where a lot of other creatures like you lived. I say creatures like you, these things might have been 10 to 50 times your size.
Am I a baby?
You are a baby. I'm not gonna ask you to roll for this because I think just telling you makes it more interesting. You're a roughly 2 million year old baby. There was some kind of conflict, the details of which are hazy to you, between all of these vessels and this technology and these new something. And the people like you. And what happened to the rest of them, you can't really be sure, but as compared to the rest of them, you were pretty easy to contain.
In box?
And so you were contained.
Oh.
You've been asleep for a long time. But you're awake now.
But I'm also still Nova. Wait.
You're still Nova.
Ooh.
I like to imagine Verve and I get back, run up to like just out Sabine's house.
Yeah, where
are
you
y'all
find...
alright?
That's not Nova. I don't know what just happened.
I don't... I'm small.
Do you see what I mean?
Nova, you're not small. No, you're right. That's not Nova. What the heck?
Nova, are you in there? Hello? Nova.
Oh, is that me?
Who are you?
The sound that follows is not something I could reproduce. But you get the sense it was a very intentionally made sound.
Can I use an experience point to make you try?
No.
Nice try, though.
No, that is a valid effort.
Okay, we can deal with this later, I think, maybe. What about that thing? That thing's huge. Remnant is toast.
Do you know
If
what
that
that
thing-
is?
That's mine.
Hold on. What do you mean yours? Yours.
Where is the one that's supposed to be where you are right now?
I don't know.
What the hell? Oh my god.
Shields, what happened?
Yeah,
Ugh!
It is now that I would like to ask you to make the first roll to maintain solid control over your form. Can I
Me?
get? Yes, you.
Oh boy.
Can
Oh,
I
boy.
get a might defense roll?
Oh, okay. Where's my character sheet? Okay, so I'm skilled in intellect defense, but I think might defense is just regular.
Sure.
A doop doop doo. Do my muscles of iron still apply?
Unfortunately, no.
Because they're
but
not my muscles?
They're not your
Oh,
muscles.
and it's not an
but,
action, really.
Yeah, but I will also say that while you are in this form,
Mm-hmm.
You have a might pool of 25, and you have a might edge of 2, and you can spend up to 2 effort at one time.
Okay. Cool. So, I have an edge of 2, so it's brought down to 1. So I can
Yes.
spend, let me see if I got this math right. I can spend 2 might to bring the challenge down by
2 levels,
6.
brings your target number down by 6. Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
All right, sure.
And then I
this
just
was, yeah.
okay.
This was originally a challenge. This was originally challenge 6. This is brought down to a challenge 4 by spending your might.
Okay, and so it's just a straight up roll.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I rolled a 3. That's not good.
No, that is certainly not good. You are,
Oh, because I'm above. Oh no.
yeah, you certainly don't fall, and you don't sort of tilt over to any sort of side to significantly enough to like actually brush the ground, but you definitely are beginning to like wobble. Is there anything you would like to do in this form? You would like to do, attempt to do?
Yeah.
etc.?
So knowing all of those feelings and retaining what control I have, can I see?
I'm not going to use the word see, but I'm going to say you can perceive the world
see.
around you.
I would like, I know that I'd like to try and move away. To just go sideways. Blurble, blurble, blurble.
Okay,
I paid.
I've already had you roll, so I will say yes. You're able. You do sort of kind of tilt, but you are able to warble.
Like, you know, it's like a
parallel
frisbee
to the ground.
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
you're able to move parallel to the ground. What direction would you like to go?
Well, if I can perceive clearly enough to see the 100 people who are fleeing into the jungle, I'd like to flee in the opposite direction from them as much as I can. They didn't do anything to me, I don't think.
Sure. Yeah, you're definitely able to do that.
Am I able to get a sense of this thing? That it is definitely not as a mature a brain as like the rest of us. Am I able to tell just based on how it's acting, children I've been interacting with, think that this thing is young?
You're able to tell that whatever is in Nova's body is kind of speaking in simple sentences and is using a childlike sort of inflection. You're not necessarily able to tell that the thing in the sky is young.
Right. I'm talking about
how do you fucking know?
Specifically the thing in Nova's body.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Well, that thing is moving away. Maybe focus on the problem at hand and figure out where the hell Nova went.
Well,
can you put me back?
Logically.
Put you back where? Up there?
I know. Logically, I know that is not Nova.
Well, right.
I know that thing just appeared. If that's not Nova and I'm looking at Nova, then logically, I think Nova is.
Oh, that will make sense, but, I don't want to get near that. I think we're better off handling
I don't either.
Where's the glowy? Where's the thing?
Oh, do I still have it?
Oh,
Or
it's
does Nova
kind of
still
on the
have it?
ground.
Nova has it.
It's
Okay,
like
it's
on the ground,
right.
like next to Nova.
Nova.
Yeah, air quotes Nova.
It's there.
Do you know how to get back, hon?
Nova sort of points at the creature. She has to want to first.
All right.
She,
What?
I don't know. Rashiel kind of gets the cube like with Verve's coat.
You gotta ask her.
Well, I don't.
We can't. How do?
Is giant lightning starfish about within a 10-minute float away?
Or maybe within a 10-minute float of the donut.
Okay, so I will say yes, but I will also say that giant lightning starfish is actively producing electrical arcs.
Maybe I should go.
Can you can you get up there?
I can at least get to the vessel.
And then what?
Well, did you have a better plan?
I was gonna get right up on it.
That's a stupid idea.
Please don't
It's
hurt
better than
her.
anything else we got.
I don't think we can hurt her.
Please, okay, but please refrain from trying.
Yeah, no one's gonna hurt anyone. I'm just trying to see if Nova's in there.
I think Rashiel at this point is like, while the Jacks are trying to figure out their disaster plan, is gonna like run out like into the middle of wherever, just further away, and just like kind of yell up, like, Nova, what the fuck?
Sure.
Is
So
that
as
you?
you're running to more towards the center of town at this point, Nova is following you. The disaster jacks are making their plan.
No, I'm
and-
following. I'm not letting this Nova out of
Oh.
my sight. No.
Okay. Well,
Where could I
in that
possibly go
case-
to be out of your sight?
No, like no.
Oh, the weird one, right?
Air
right.
quotes Nova. Yeah. So
Come on.
air quotes
Verve.
Nova is following Rashiel. And actual Nova in the lightning starfish body, that's a brand new sentence, is trying to not sort of angle down far enough to, zap the whole town. I think this is a great time to take our break.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
because we need to plan something.
We'll figure
Yeah,
it
I'll
out.
give you-
And what?
I'll give you some time to plan and to think.
All right.
Oh my god.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Love it.
All right, everybody, we're gonna quickly take 5. So get up and stretch and do your thing. We'll be back very soon to provide you with more thrilling content.
Yep.
Pray for us.
Bye.
Oh baby, I love your madness. It's
Welcome to our Patreon. Here on Open for Adventure, we are making high quality Dungeons and Dragons content, folks. We have a great big world to share with you, and by becoming a patron, you can help us explore and expand upon this adventure. With your support, we can invest in more amazing artwork, better mics, fancy cameras, and overall stream quality. Not to mention, help us get some amazing new merch that we can use for giveaways. What do you get by becoming a patron? I'm so glad you asked. Let's take a look at the different levels and give you a sneak peek at what you can get at each tier. Did you know that the family of the First Lord Theo, the leader of the rebellion against the Empire, actually invented firearms nearly 25 years prior to the current campaign? The designs for this high-tech weapon are the Delaney family's best-kept secret. Also, they were originally invented by the late First Lady Victoria, Theo's mother. Access to lore leaks like this is what you can expect from the first tier, written in blog-style posts after each weekly session. Ever wonder what goes on off-camera? The next 3 tiers give you exactly that. With Stolen Moments, you can get access to text-based roleplay moments, highlighting experiences that don't make it onto the stream, like Leona's training session with Ray and Asmarin. Stolen Moments Plus gives you access to roleplay moments featuring our guests, non-player characters, and historical figures, featuring the likes of Marshall, Annalena, and even the Empress herself. And Roleplay Addiction takes us to a whole other level. This tier gives you exclusive 30-minute videos of canon interactions not otherwise seen on stream, like late-night drunken interactions between paladins or tender moments featuring your favorite character ships. The Warm Fuzzies is super simple. It's everything I've listed so far, and also you get your name on stream after our weekly regular sessions. Every session. And our undying love. And finally, the most epic of all Patreon tiers. Drum roll, please. The Lore Master. This ultimate and final tier gets you first look access at all of the content going into our upcoming, official, open for adventure campaign setting. Lore, maps, monsters, items, dungeons, dragons. Go ahead, have a look around, make yourself at home, and consider becoming a patron to help us make this fantasy world a little bit closer to reality.
Oh, hi! My name is Express Love. I'm the Senmarian god of coffee. Did you know that in Senmaria, every cup of coffee is made with found familiar coffee beans? That's canon. In Senmaria, every cup of coffee is good coffee because it's made with love by found familiar. Did you know that every bag of found familiar coffee features artwork from incredible members of the tabletop gaming community? That's canon. Each blend and roast of found familiar coffee features cool D&D names like Thieves' Cant, Face Step, and Pact Magic. In Senmaria, every royal meeting that Ray attends features the Cartographer's Blend, a brew of coffee made by found familiar in conjunction with Devon Rue. Now that's canon. Found familiar coffee. Buy it today.
Give me your freedom. Whoa, yeah, me to pieces. Yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces. Yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Oh baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh, you shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal. Some would say I'm insane in the right in a way, but I just love to play and you're fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces. Yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces. Yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. The limit of want your pandemonium. Oh baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh, you shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal. Some would say I'm insane and they're riding away, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. The limit of love is endless, I know. Just do what you want with me. Yeah, I want it all. Could care less the cost. I give you my everything.
And we're back.
Hello, everybody, and hello from my cat here, this black blob. Last we left off, brave intrepid Nova got in an unfortunate body swapping accident with a giant electrical starfish in the sky, and we are currently in the process of untangling that. So, Starfish Nova is in the process of floating away from the settlement you have created. Licton, Verve, and Rashil, you are currently on the ground following Starfish Nova, also being trailed by Nova.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye
What
on
to do?
Nova as we're all like maybe like running and talking, yelling. I don't know. Maybe let's focus getting on to the vessel and getting as close as we can first.
Okay.
Shields?
Ooh.
Name I cannot pronounce. That's in Nova's body.
Personally, don't call me that.
My apologies. Stress.
Secondly, I don't know what to do. What do we do? Is there a way? Do we activate this thing again?
Did someone grab the cube?
Yeah, I have it.
Okay.
Okay. New person. Hello. My name is Verb. You said something about how she needs to be willing or something like that?
You gotta ask her.
Oh, what happens after that? What are you
That's
Okay.
her choice.
What are you gonna do when you get back in there?
I want to go home.
Where's home?
It's really far away.
My heart feels for this thing.
I don't care about this thing at the moment. Can we focus? Can we focus?
Let's maybe make our way, get up closer. Let's board the vessel and
Sure.
yeah,
Sure. Yeah.
yeah.
Sure. Shields, you coming with?
I guess so.
Oh, okay.
Come on, little friend. Heard.
It looks like it's. She looks like she's moving away. We should hurry.
Yeah.
And I guess Verve is gonna go like jump ahead, press the elevator button, and just kind of like sit and like tapping his foot while everyone catches up.
Okay, sure.
Rashiel is right on you.
Oh yeah, I think we're all there.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Yeah. Actual Nova, what you're experiencing right now is this creature did not come out of space knowing the language you speak, which is referred to as the truth. It was able to sort of collect that from your mind. And similarly, you are in the process of collecting things intentionally or unintentionally from the creature's mind, which
What?
mostly at this point is just a lot of pain. It's not even really anger, it's just sadness. You get the sense that this creature doesn't really care about exacting revenge or getting even with anybody. It doesn't really care about these people to begin with. It just really wants to go home. And it has felt that way for a very long time.
I want my mom. Wait. No, my mom is okay. It wants its mom. I think my mom is okay. I think at least one of them is okay. I think they're all okay. I should check in. Yeah.
These you said these elevators are open air, right?
Yes.
As we're going up, Verve is just kind of going,
Hey! Hey! Nova!
Can I hear them? Can I perceive them?
I'll say yeah. I'll just say yes.
Oh, do I
But
like?
also
Because I
I
would
will-
see the elevator probably moving.
Yeah, yeah. And I will also quickly note that this creature was released from the bottom of the vessel.
Mhm. Yeah.
So you can take the elevator up a ways, but you would need to like disembark from the elevator while it's going up to get to the starfish on its level. Because once you get in the vessel, you're above it.
sweet.
Or,
Then
oh yeah, and the elevator doesn't like just stop.
stop midway.
Yeah, I know. It has three states. On top, on the bottom, or moving between the two.
Okay. Then in that case, as we're about to become about level, I'm gonna look at both Rashiel and Licton and go. I'm gonna try talking to her.
All right.
I should be fine.
Try not to touch her.
Yeah, but just in case, no. Yeah, we're gonna do this.
You'll be fine.
Kid, stay put. And he's I'm gonna, vault over the and as I'm vaulting, activate my hover ability.
Mm-hmm.
And at which point Licton, you're also gonna start hovering.
What the hell?
What looking back, Licton, what's going on?
You explain to me. Rashiel, can you keep on eye on Nova, please?
Keep the take my hand. We'll
Me?
No, I think the one who's uncontrollable.
Please no.
I will take your hand. What the hell?
I'm taking Licton. Okay, you keep the core tight.
We'll figure this out later. We have more important things to figure out than spontaneous hovering.
And don't look down. Eyes on the starfish.
I'm not Rochelle. I don't have fear of heights. It's fine.
I know, I do.
What?
And I'm gonna start floating towards towards the starfish.
Sure, you and Licton begin floating towards the starfish. You see Rochelle giving you the middle finger as the elevator sort of ascends and like closes into the vessel.
All right, what's the plan?
Oh no, this got more and more complicated. Okay, we just need to figure out if Nova's in that. Establish communication, right?
Right. Nova.
As I see the elevator ascending, am I able to, like, in some way, like, turn towards it? Like, to acknowledge?
To turn to truly face it, you would need to become perpendicular to the ground.
Okay, I don't want to do that.
You can sort of, like, slosh yourself around in your parallel position, but you can't really, like... What would you like to do, given that you could facing it will be perpendicular?
Yeah, okay, that's a good point. Like, I'm, like, doing a big, like, belly flop kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna say, all right. I don't know how they do this where you are from, but here on this planet, among our people, I will show you the way that we greet one another. So, you know, you can learn something from us, and I'd like to try and wave one little tentacle.
All right, sure. Would you mind making that a might defense roll?
Yes, and I'm going to do the same thing again to reduce it.
Might of 25 starting, though. Oh my gosh.
I know. Down. I've used 4. All right, come on, dice. Don't do me dirty again.
You can do it, dice.
That is so cocked. Didn't even hit the table. That's okay. That's an 11.
I think that's one under.
Can I use an experience point to re-roll? Is that a thing?
Yes.
That's the thing I can do?
Yeah, your target number is 12. Yeah, so yes, you can use an experience point.
Okay. All right. Unless there's something else that I could be doing that I don't know about, but...
No, I don't think the vessel has any... The creature has any skills to apply.
All right. That's a 19. Oh, praise the jelly god.
Right. So, with a 19, you were able to generate a minor effect. Is there anything you would like to do in addition to waving?
In addition to that, does anyone have a good suggestion? I don't know what, like, a giant jelly creature can do.
I think Seth had a really good idea.
I was like, switch.
Oh, yeah, that seems like a major suggestion.
It is. I was joking.
That is, yeah.
I was kidding.
I would like to suppress...
stop the lightning.
Yeah, brain match. Yeah, I'd like to suppress the lightning for a time. Like, hold it in like a big fart.
All right, yeah,
I'm sorry.
you can do that.
I'm a baby now. I'm a baby.
No, that makes sense. Yeah, you can do... So Licton and Verve, as you're sort of approaching, you definitely do notice that the amount of electricity coming off of this creature does seem to be reducing.
Well, that's positive. Did that look like a wave to you?
I think so. Nova. Nova, if you can hear us, give us another wave.
Do I have to roll for that again?
No.
Okay.
Licton.
Okay.
Okay.
Nova, we were talking to you. Do you want to come back? Do you want to switch back? They just said you gotta want it. I don't know. We're figuring this out. I'm out of ideas. That's where I'm at.
Okay, so we got the point across.
Maybe go back.
Maybe
Can I-
maybe the cube.
Can I
Nova.
talk? Can I communicate in any kind of way?
I don't know.
Okay.
And I understand if that's not a satisfying answer.
So
But
then in
Nova,
that case,
is there
As-
anything you would like to do in particular? Or do you just want to, like, talk?
well, when I hear them say like, "Do you want to switch back?" I wish that I could tell them what it's like to feel the feelings of this baby creature and let them know what it has experienced in its life. It's a long story, obviously,
Yeah, sure.
but I'd like to pack that into yes. I'd like to switch
Okay.
back.
Okay, and now I do have an answer. So, you can't talk per se, but what you can do is sort of project feelings or emotions, or project information in a way. And I'm sorry, my music stopped for some reason. You can basically like project information. That's sort of like a psychic phenomenon. And so what you are able to do is, without words, you are able to basically broadcast this profound, mournful sense of loss to probably everything in like a mile radius. So like, if we were playing Invisible Sun, you would all get a despair, but you were all just suddenly heartbroken.
Oh my.
Whether
But
you would be or not, that is the impression that has been passed on to you.
But I also want to make sure it has a slight aftertaste of hope, because it's like I want everybody to feel this feeling of being so alone and not knowing what has happened to those I had to leave behind. But I think that it can be turned around.
I think I've definitely cheered up, and my hand if I had both hands available and one was not clutching Verve's hand, like, for fear of falling, I think I'd probably be like this.
Rashiel, on your end, you get the you get the memo, so to speak.
I want to. How does Budget Nova react?
She looks impatient.
Huh.
Are you still holding the box?
Yup.
All right. She sort of like spins and turns to you. Can you just talk to her?
Excuse me. I tried.
No,
Do
you
you know
didn't.
Do you know a better way?
Points at the box.
Okay.
Talk.
Okay.
To
Okay. Nova.
her.
Nova.
Nova,
Can I
on your
roll
end, you're actually
understanding?
getting this part.
Oh.
If you're
damn it.
if you're holding the box and you're just speaking out, you don't know necessarily that Nova is getting this, but it's working. So, if you would like to understand that, though, you can roll understanding.
Heck
Numenara.
yeah, I would roll understanding Numenara. It's the only.
I'm gonna
thing I
give you an
have.
asset because you're communicating with this creature. This is what you have been told. So I'll give you an asset. You have a skill. So this will be now, you brought it down 2 levels as challenge. God. I want to. It's 3. So yeah, no, it's a challenge 12. Challenge for target number 12. I'm
Cool
doing great,
beans.
y'all.
Well, that's a 7, so I'm a re-roll.
All right, sure. Then I spend 1 experience point for that.
No problem. Fuck my life. That is a 1.
Oh.
Get motherfucker.
Oh,
All right.
oof.
So
I need new dice, you guys.
you
Yes.
do. So you don't really know what's on. You don't really understand what's going on. You know that someone is telling you to talk to this cube you're holding, and you know, your one friend who you learned a couple of months ago can fly is flying, and your other friend who you didn't know can fly is also flying, and your girlfriend's in a starfish. And what the fuck is any of this? So
Just a
that's
regular
about where.
day.
That sounds about right.
where
I
you're
love that
at.
string of sentences.
That tracks. Rashiel is just like suddenly overcome with, what am I doing?
Rashiel just starts reading the book that is our life.
Doing. So she's talking to the box and then like she's like, wait, what? And maybe starts like, I don't know, I feel like at this point she's kind of desperate and would probably just like look around the room in this vessel and be like, is there anything here that can help?
I'm gonna say specifically because this is you have like just come up the elevator onto the vessel. I'm going to actually let you know. Well, define help. I'll put it that way.
Okay, that definition is as broad as possible because I feel like Rashiel's definitely kind of panicking at this point.
Some weed.
Like her intellect has failed her, so she's now like, what do I do?
I suppose if you would like to look for new Numenara, you could attempt a scavenging task. But there's nothing immediately apparent.
Yeah.
Because this, like I said, you just come up the elevator. This is a very well trod, very well explored part of the vessel. So like this part has been picked clean, so to speak. If you'd like to attempt to find anything even more hidden or something of that nature, you could attempt a scavenging task. But this particular area has been pretty well excavated to the regular person's perception.
I think that she would still look here, just because I don't think that she would be comfortable going too far into the vessel, with this going on right outside. I feel like she would want to be, like, I don't know if there are windows or anything, but I feel like she would want to be closer to like the action and her friends and everything. So I think that she's at the point now where she would absolutely just start like, I don't know, like looking just frantically looking for anything.
Sure.
All right, so let me pick the other dice that fucked me over today.
Yep. And I'll say understanding Numenara would help you in this task, even though they're technically separate skills. So don't quote me on that. Next
No, it's
time you
fine.
have to roll a scavenging check, but I'll
Fair.
give it to you this time.
That is a 19.
There we go.
All right.
What
Where
the
was that
fuck?
roll a moment ago?
I'm so mad. My character.
Right. Yeah. I'll tell you what. Is there anything in particular you would like to, any particular class of something you would like to find? Or how would you like to succeed at this particular task? And while you're thinking of that, I will also say that Nova, while yes, you can perceive sort of Licton and Verve, it is like you are having a face-to-face conversation in terms of clarity and sort of communication of intent when Rashiel was speaking while holding the artifact.
So that was more clear.
Yeah, by 1,000 times. Yes.
Okay. But I think what she said was like, Nova, are you in there?
Yeah.
God, that's about as far as we got.
Yeah, that is about as far as we got, but it's the difference from like, you know, those videos that you see of like spiders doing like dances where it's like, oh look, it waved. That's like what Licton and Verve are doing. And then what Rashiel is doing
Oh.
is like actually having a discussion with you.
Oh.
And that's the difference in communication level you're experiencing.
Okay, so then in that case, I'm going to go outside the creature's experience. I want to get Rashiel's attention. I'm going to broadcast out that sense of like closeness and connection that we have when we are reading together and drinking tea.
All right.
And I'm going to just say, talk to me.
Rashiel, do you mind if I make a suggestion without... I'm sorry, I dropped something. Do you mind if I make a suggestion without necessarily fully detailing a potential minor effect?
Not at all, because I was about to use a player intrusion to get some direction. So
Oh, get some direction for the effect? Yeah, so I can help you out there. You definitely don't need to, yeah. So, while Nova is sort of broadcasting this... Let me get some better music. This isn't...
That was really scary.
Yeah, we're not in this vibe anymore. We've moved on. So while Nova is sort of broadcasting this sort of like the... It's like a puzzle piece that matches your feelings. It's like you know how you feel about hanging out with Nova, and now you know almost exactly how Nova feels about the time she spends with you. And it just matches up in a very very specific way, to the point where you're definitely aware that you're communicating with Nova on some level. Around you, within the vessel, the lights dim a little. Because you have been brought to the command hub, I'm going to say that because you have been helping people understand this place and help scavenge, help break this thing down, help get a sense of what's going on here, you can you're understanding that power is being rerouted. Something is controlling the power on this vessel and pulling away from the lighting, probably from many other functions if it's already gotten to the lighting, and doing something. It's unclear precisely what, but you do feel connected to Nova in a way. And Nova likewise. There's something of a link there. Something has been established, a line of connection.
That is linked with something to do with the power in the ship.
Yes. The ship has helped establish that connection. That's the best that you can understand at this point.
I would like to try and just push out along that connection.
Sure.
Where does it go?
More or less to Rashiel directly.
Hi there. I was hoping to find myself at the other end of this, but I found you instead.
Are you okay?
It's hard to take on another creature's pain.
Nova, I don't know how I'm gonna get you down, but I feel okay. If there's one thing I know about you, it is that you are really good at taking my feelings when they're too much. If you can just extend that to this weird thing for a couple more minutes while I figure this out.
Sheila, it is so old. It's worlds old. And it is so young and so far from home. So, children aren't really my thing, but I will look after it for a little longer.
You and me both. I have one right here that I also need to figure out how to get back where you are. It said that you have to do it first. You have to want it. You have to.
I don't know how to want it more than this. I will try to want it more. And
Okay.
Do I have to do something else?
I don't know.
Is wanting enough
It doesn't know.
to fix the problem?
I don't think it knows either. But it wants the same thing you want. It wants to go home too. So if we can all kind of align, I think with that, then maybe we can get this thing home.
This is not entirely clear, but is that Verve and Licton out there?
Yeah, we'll have to talk about that later, but Licton can also fly, so I guess it's just you and me on the ground, huh?
Well,
or for now, just me.
Yeah. I can't wait to get my feet back on solid ground again.
Okay, we'll get you down. I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
So now that a psychic link has been established between Nova and both Rashiel and actually Nova's body as well. Nova, could you roll me I don't want to say intellect defense because that's not quite it, but do you have any skills associated with willpower or mental?
Are you sure it's not intellect defense? Because I'm skilled in that.
If you're skilled in it, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, I mean it's a driven thing. So
okay, then yeah, that I think makes total sense. Then yes, can you make that an intellect defense roll?
All right, and
one asset for Rashiel. Go ahead.
I was just wondering what else. Yeah, how else can I reduce that?
Yes, so you can add one asset from Rashiel. Broadly, your form gives you enough intellect to give you one. Oh no, you keep your intellect. You keep your same intellect from your body.
Okay.
So you can spend intellect as your own. Your one asset from Rashiel, you can spend your own effort, and you actually get one asset from the ship's constructive interference.
Okay, so one from effort, one from Rashiel, one from my skills, one from the ship. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm bringing it down by 4 levels.
Target number is 6.
I think I can do that, guys. I think I can do it.
Here's hoping, y'all.
I rolled a 3. Is that bad?
Son of a motherfucker.
Can I spend experience again?
I'll tell you what.
Or does something interesting happen?
I will allow you to spend experience again if you want to, but I will say that You
Maybe
will
something
succeed at this, and you will not necessarily experience any consequences for failing this roll. So if you want to reroll, you can.
I don't like the sound of that.
You're going to reroll? All right, you may.
I'm gonna reroll.
Experience point then.
Oh, goodbye, skill advancement. I'm glad I didn't spend my experience on anything. Yeah, Alex, please, be nice. Don't hurt my baby. 14.
14, all right.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, I have realized that I say a couple of things happen a lot, but that is still true in this situation. So, one, you are able to cross back into your own body, but as you do, you're able to get a much better sense of to what this creature is as you've been sharing a sort of space with it. You're able to put together that this is, in fact, not really one creature. It's a very, 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 very large colony of many, 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 many little creatures, all working in tandem, sharing one sentience.
I guess.
To the point where it is not necessarily, no part of this thing is necessarily 2 million years old. But this is a 2 million year old colony of very young things that all share one young mind. And that is the thing that you leave behind as you sort of rejoin your real body. And as you sort of experience oh hey cat, as you sort of experience returning to your body in this way, you're able to leave behind a lot of the emotional charge of the pain that this creature has experienced, but not all of it. And while you're able to broadcast a lot of that information to your friends, you weren't necessarily able to communicate all of it. Some of that does stay with you. But in any case, you return to your body.
First things first, I'm going to just reach out and take Rashiel's hand and say, thank you.
You're back!
I'm back.
And I'm going to hug her because this is rated R.
So, my next question is, what do Verve and I see?
So that's a great question. I'm going to do this like the Jurassic. Do the both of you want one experience point?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
All right. So, what you see is something very interesting. What you believe to be one singular creature sort of locks up. And it almost like drops for like half a second, but there's a sort of flutter, a fluctuation of it seemingly regaining control of itself or waking back up in a way. And it does this very rapid sort of spin in on itself and throws all of its sort of arms down. These don't hit you, and you're not necessarily being hit by the creature. But, well, actually, let me rephrase that. You're going to need to make a defense roll to not get hit by the creature. I'm sorry, that is what I meant to communicate.
That's what I thought.
As this creature sort of throws its arms down to propel itself up and out, you're going to need to make a defense roll to not get hit by a, fucking starfish tentacle made of lightning.
What kind of defense roll?
This would be speed. Yeah, this would be speed for sure.
Oh, sweet.
Are we able kind of to help each other?
Yes, you. So, Licton, I'm going to say you can't hover yet, can you?
Apparently I am, but not
this
of my own
This is
volition.
the first time that Licton is hovering, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a better way to describe this. So, I'm going to give you an inability in this. I'm gonna
Fair.
hinder you by one level in this because you've never hovered or flown or anything quite like this before.
Fair.
So Verve, you can help Licton if you wait. Do you have any applicable skills to this?
Parkour, probably not.
Parkour.
A fucking
have taken
really
my-
high speed.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
He does hover often. Well, not often. He knows how
I
to.
don't. I know how to.
You do
How
hover
to.
often, and honestly, I was probably going to. If you didn't have a skill, I was probably going to give you an asset because I do
Sure.
think that your, ability to fly. But if you give that up, I will remove Licton's inability.
Sure.
That will
Yeah.
be you helping each other.
All
All
right,
right.
that's fair.
Then yes, you can help.
I will
Okay.
use
I'm,
effort.
I'm spending effort. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
You said it was
Your
speed.
target number. Yeah, this is speed. Your target number with the effort is 15.
Oh. Okay. Okay, cool. I don't want to roll this, but we have to.
Easy.
I got an 11,
17.
All right. 17.
but I am clutching onto Verve. I have been this entire fucking time.
All right, hold on.
Mayor's
Let me
like,
actually...
Licton did not fall.
Licton has been holding Verve's hand this entire time out of like fear of falling.
All right, Licton, you
I
take
actually like this.
18 points of damage.
Oh my god.
18 points of speed damage as this tendril that's... I said this creature was like 800 feet across, so like this 200 to 300 foot arm made of electricity and God knows how many bacteria basically crushes you.
Oh. I use lightning a lot, but I look hurt. I took a blow.
Uh,
Well, fuck.
if we can flavor this for narrative, I imagine getting hit by the literal building of this thing would have broken the grip strength, I guess. And Verve is going to use as much speed as he can to make sure that Licton doesn't fall
Oh yeah, there's
out
definitely
of control.
Yeah, sure. Because that was just about what I was going to ask. So yes, yeah.
there is definitely a lot of scrambling out of panic and grasping.
All right. So
And I am impaired.
all right, super. One last thing that happens. You see the creature ascending towards the sky, and it's about noonish or so. So the creature is sort of ascending towards the sun, and it moves real fast. And it goes from being something that is like right in your face and like clobbering you with a lightning tentacle to so far away that you can't quite see it within a matter of seconds. But you would know from the impression that you got from Nova that this thing lives far too far away for any sort of conventional travel to get it anywhere near the destination it wants to go. And I don't know whether you would be able to necessarily understand what happens next, but for a brief second, just after this thing sort of fades from view, the entire sky goes completely pitch black, and you feel like you are getting yanked straight up into the air. And as soon as you experience that, yeah, both of you, the ship is pulled. There's stuff from the ground that is yanked straight up, and that happens for maybe like half a second. So this bit, and then light returns, everything's gone, Well, not every. Let me rephrase that. Light returns and everything's back to normal. I'll put it that way. Yeah.
Don't do that to me.
Yeah. No, that was my mistake. I apologize. That was. Yeah. No. Light returns. Everything's back to normal, save for some uprooted trees or something like that.
I'm just. Licton, breathe.
Maybe
Licton.
we should get down to the vessel.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Just
I'm fine. I'm alive. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
yes. Don't panic. Just
Nope.
here.
Let's just go.
Here. Just let me just stop moving. Stop. Just stop.
I'm not
just,
moving.
and I will position myself so that Licton can grab arms around my shoulders, and I will float towards one of the exterior exits.
And I'll just flop onto the ground. All right, where's well, that was a something.
I think we did it. I
I don't think we did shit.
I don't know. There was definitely that wasn't Nova anymore. Nova wouldn't run away like that. I think let's go find Rashil and Nova.
Yeah. I agree. Let's go. Well, we know that the elevator would go up into the hub, so can we maybe figure that out? You're muted.
At this point, reunification is sort of trivial. So unless anybody wants to have any separate conversations in the groups that you've sort of split off into, you're able to reform the problem.
I look fried.
Yeah, as we're sort of walking towards where we would have, where the elevator would have connected with the donut. Listen, I don't know why you were.
I was hoping you were gonna be able to tell me.
No, I don't. I have nothing.
Well, I guess this is just a thing now. I guess I don't know.
Can you do it? Can you?
I don't.
Well,
think...
maybe not today. Maybe let's try some other time.
I'm in no shape to try anything right now.
Are you okay?
I'm all right, thank you.
We'll figure this out, okay?
Yeah. I think. Yeah, things gone. Nova's supposedly back, and yeah, we'll figure. It's on the list of things to figure out and to do. I'll make a note of it.
Cool.
You hear footsteps. You're on the ground, right?
Did we go to the ground or?
No, I went into I went to one of the side hatches.
Oh, okay. Then never mind. You don't hear anything. Carry on. Sorry, my mistake.
Trying to meet back up with Rashil and Nova by entering one of the side hatches of the donut.
Okay. Yeah, my mistake.
Licton, you look like shit.
Oh, thanks, Rochelle. I got smacked by that
So
thing.
you can fly?
This is something we're putting a nail in and we'll come back to it later. I don't know. It's not the highest priority right now.
Huh.
I don't know.
Why can everyone fly?
Is that Nova?
It's
Yes.
me. It is me.
Oh, good.
I'm
goodness.
so sorry for. Is the creature? Was it able to get home? Is it here?
It was able to leave.
It left.
I don't know if it was able to get home.
I hope so. I apologize for putting everyone through all of that. I was trying to show off, and it just caused a world of hurt for everybody.
Nova, welcome to my world.
It was cool to be a starfish, though. It was a little cool. I was really big.
Can we go down? Can we get off of? Can we go down now, please?
I think I'm with you on. I don't normally not like heights, so I'm fine.
They suck, right? They suck. I don't.
At this
let's
exact
go.
moment, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, And as we're going back down, like, I want to lean over to you, Verve. Are you actually afraid of heights?
No, that was just something to get you to calm down.
Okay.
All right.
Mm.
So you descend down the elevator. It's in many ways like one of the. In many ways, it's a completely mundane trip down an elevator you've taken maybe hundreds of times at this point. But in a lot of other ways, it's very much not like that. One of the particular ways it's not like that is that you have someone on the ground waiting there for you. You see this woman there with this sort of brand, this mark on the side of her head, sort of standing, waiting for the elevator to descend.
Hi. Nice to see you
Hey.
again.
Hey,
Yeah.
hi, howdy.
Hi.
Yes.
Kappa, you motherfucker.
Is she saying
Can we help
anything?
you?
Oh, yeah.
Verve, right?
Yeah. Can I help you?
I saw all that, and honestly, well, given your work history, it's not exactly what I expected, but
It's okay, you can
do
say
you
it.
work for anybody right now?
Me?
Yeah.
For Remnant, I guess. But no. I get to decide what I do.
The people who hired you to do your last job. When was the last time you talked to them?
Since before I finished the job.
Well, the people who are coming after your village, their leader works for the same people.
Hold on, what?
You did work for a group called the Convergence, right?
The people coming are Convergence.
Is this something
Their
we
leader
should be...
is.
I know, like, a bunch of people ran off, but is this really something we should be talking about in the middle of the village?
The bad news, we gotta... I think we
The
should...
leader is. The rest of them are not worth talking about. Not capable enough.
Does the Convergence sound familiar to any of us besides Verve?
That was my question.
I think if it sounds familiar to anybody, it would sound familiar to Rashiel. And you would only know them as a sort of rival group to the Eon Priests. So they are also in the sort of business of collecting and studying Numenara, but whereas the Eon Priests, at least on their like public surface level and in their sort of the face of their organization, like disseminate a lot of their information and promote understanding and sort of the ability to like live with the Numenara. The Convergence are very apparent in that they want to collect the Numenara to amass power. And so it's very much an arms race between the two groups in terms of understanding and collecting Numenara. And it's very often the situation where if one group doesn't know something, the other group does. And so they fill in a lot of gaps in each other's knowledge, but they hate each other so much they don't talk.
When did you was this in Charmant? You worked for the Convergence?
This was the last job.
Like I said, is this
This
something we should be talking about in the middle of... Never mind.
This you no, look, then you're right. This changes nothing. We need to protect Remnant. I think there's more, but I don't know if I'm ready to talk about it.
Verve, you may not have a choice very soon.
Well,
I know.
let's put it this way. Doesn't matter who's the head and who's behind the raiders that are coming. It doesn't.
It does.
It doesn't, because the outcome will be the same. It's still raiders. It's still the peacekeeper. Who leads them changes nothing in the danger they represent.
Let's get everyone back together.
We gotta go see everyone who went out into the jungle. Tell them it's safe to come back.
Oh. Just so you know. The Convergence found me when I woke up. They find a lot of people like me. And I didn't know up from down. I worked for them for a little bit too. So I'm not here to judge you based on your past. I just want to make sure you're not here to hurt these people. That's all I care about.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Well, I'm gonna go find Elliot. And anyone else who ran out, so I'll see y'all when we get back, I guess.
At this point, the castle broadly takes her leave. She has nothing more to say if no one else has any further conversation to have with her. So she sort of departs. Sabine and Elliot come out of the jungle not too long later, after you had the... You might not understand what happened, but after you had the very dramatic exit of a creature creating a wormhole to go back home, people got the idea that, like, oh, this is over one way or another. And broadly, things are pretty intact in Remnant. Stuff looks good. Some people don't have roofs anymore, but you know what? That's
The least of
not
all
as bad as
worries.
it could have been.
Rashiel
That
didn't
sounds
have
like
a
a-
door this morning. So.
I was just about to
Yeah.
say.
You know what? I don't think Verve and Licton actually got to any proper repairs in
Nope.
the time they had. So
Nope.
you know what? She also still doesn't have a door right now.
Mm-hmm.
But
Do I have a roof?
roll 1d4 if odds no, if evens yes.
Okay.
Regardless, my handyman skills are going to be coming in handy.
Right.
Fuck me.
No, you don't have a
I
roof.
got a big ass one.
Oh, that's pretty
well,
nice.
Seth,
Thank you.
you need new dice.
They're very gay.
There's a blanket nest with a spot for you.
Now I want to know if all of us have roofs or not. Because
No,
where's
I'm not.
Swerve
Does
gonna
everyone-
sleep? Where's Swerve gonna
Does
sleep?
everyone want to roll 1d4
Yes.
and tell me odds or evens?
Yes, I do.
No.
Actually.
All right.
I do not.
I do.
Roll death saving throws for your roof, everybody.
Verve, since when does Verve care about roofs?
I don't
Yeah,
have
I
a
don't-
roof. I don't have
I
a
don't-
roof.
I think precisely because Verve
I have a roof.
gives so few fucks, I'm not even gonna bother making
Okay,
Verve roll.
Rashiel's getting
Thank you.
Ash. Rashiel's getting Ash in like her favorite pillow and some tea. And is like, all right, let's camp out at Nova's.
Mm-hmm. And Licton, you do have a roof?
No,
Or you
I don't. I rolled a 3.
Okay, great.
It's fine.
All right.
It's fucking fine. It's not the end of the world.
Are the roofs like
No, it's not.
nearby?
I mean, parts of them are.
Oh.
It's okay.
You thought they were just like.
I don't know. My roof has never come off before. That doesn't happen
It's
in New York.
gone. It's probably just fucking gone. Bye.
Oh man.
So yeah.
House.
Over the next few, I don't know what you're planning on doing, but over the next few days, I do want to have that moment with Rashil.
Sure. We've got all the time in the world, so Remnant's not going anywhere. You're certainly not hanging out on Rashil's roof, but
Not hanging out on Verv's roof either. Or, I'm sorry, Licton's roof. I don't know. Who has roofs? Are there any roofs? I think roofs are extinct.
I am the only roof.
The only roof
does
is
You know
Verve
what?
have does
You know
Verve
what? It's
have a
because my
roof?
house is shaped like a cone. So there you
Big
go.
brain.
it's all a roof.
Wait, does Verve have
Can't
a roof
lose
or
your
no?
roof.
I didn't roll. Hold on, I'll roll. Sure.
You just don't
I ha-
care.
I have a roof.
Nice.
So you do have a roof.
I do have a roof.
Must be nice. Roof and door.
It was evens. You get a roof, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got it too.
All right. So yeah, you're welcome to have that conversation now. Actually, go ahead.
Sure. I mean, I imagine at some point Rashil and Verve would be on like night watch duty together.
Yeah.
With Ash.
With Ash. Wonderful. And I'll go, as that's sort of going, I'm like, hey,
What?
Shields, we don't have to patrol here. You want to come
What?
with me really quick?
We kind of do, though, is the thing.
No,
We do.
watch. Just come with.
Mm,
And if
okay,
you
fine.
don't like it, I promise.
Okay,
we
fine,
can
fine,
go
fine,
back.
Fine.
And Verve is gonna take you to a new secret spot because his old secret spot is like hundreds of feet in the air. There's a bit of tree that can overlook the whole village, and you can kind of see all of Remnant at once. It's got a good view of the donut and good view of the sky. So whenever Verve is by himself on night watch, this is where he goes, or he'll explain. When I'm alone on night watch, this is where I go. Can
How
see
high
everything.
up is this?
Not very high.
Okay, cool.
In comparison to the donut, not really.
You can see Nova's rock garden.
Yeah, I've been watching it.
It's really impressive, actually. And it's amazing how much work goes into that thing. You wouldn't even know.
So, yeah, I figure we can just hang out here for a little while.
Sounds nice, actually.
It's to be honest, I should pay more attention, but I find myself, always distracted, looking up.
Well, there's a lot to be distracted by up there. It's very pretty out here.
I read somewhere that the stars move. Like, they're not stuck permanently in place. Like, no? I don't mean hour to hour or season to season. I mean, I understand constellations and, all that stuff. I mean, they travel.
I don't think I knew that. Verve, did you just teach me something?
I mean, I imagine is because we don't notice because our lives are too short to measure any meaningful observation.
That
look.
makes
Okay, here.
sense.
Over
No, it makes sense.
take for example. Over time, millions of years from now, that star right there will be way farther away from the one right next to it. Maybe in this patch of sky or that patch of sky. I don't know. But eventually, maybe a billion years, maybe more, we won't have much of a night sky to look at.
Well, I'm glad I'm here now. I guess then, so I can look at it. That would be sad.
Yeah, I hate
Imagine
it.
just looking up at nothing.
It's lonely.
Yeah. It's bad enough as is.
Imagine, imagine what it used to look like 1 billion years ago.
Oh.
All the stars dancing together,
Maybe it
just
just
out
looked
of
like
reach.
daytime.
Yeah, it must have been like super bright, dazzling. Like you can,
Like my house earlier.
yeah, like your house. Like you could touch it, you know? I'd give anything to have seen it. To have been up there.
I guess this will have to do for now, huh?
Yeah. It's weird. When you found me, I didn't think, would not have occurred to me we'd end up here.
Oh, talking like friends and looking at the start. Yeah, same.
Do you remember that day?
I do.
You were like, you're a criminal, but do this for me.
I mean, in my defense, you were, but like, I needed a criminal. So, it wasn't, well, I guess it was kind of also an insult.
Listen, I only took jobs that hurt people in power, people that needed to be hurt. No kids, no nothing.
I mean, I don't know why you feel the need to justify what you had to do to me. I think maybe back then I might have cared, but there's too much time passed now. It doesn't
I know.
matter.
I know. I just need someone to understand, you know? And I feel like you, given all this, would understand.
Yeah, I get it.
Were you always this mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Back when my mom was still around, she used to tell me, when I was younger, I was like the bully. But I would also just like, I was like a bully, but like a smart bully. And she used to tell me, you were the worst kind of kid. Because I used to, if somebody would interrupt me reading, and even if they're talking too loud or close to me or something like that, I would take whatever book I had and just bam.
Oh my god, I fucking hated those kids.
That was me.
But you and Nova, you've gotten soft.
I guess, yeah. I don't know about soft. I'm still pointy. I still have my daggers.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
Don't
of
test
course.
me. But
No.
she is, I don't know. I find that I can. I know that she's always going to be there for as long as I need her to be. And I know that she feels similarly. And that's really foreign, but it's nice. In a weird way. And Ash likes her, so.
Ash, you still owe me a sandwich.
I don't think he cares anymore.
That's okay. You know, when I was a kid, I got in my head that shooting stars were people. Yeah, I got bullied for it. But no, like I mean, like someone had figured out a way to use Nera
Oh!
to, you know, to find their place up there.
Well,
I always envied those people,
maybe that.
even though
I
they
don't
weren't
know.
real, you know?
Well, I mean, if there's one thing I know about Numenara, it's that I don't know anything about Numenara. I mean, my girlfriend turned into a starfish a while ago. Maybe you can be a shooting star.
Yeah.
It's not too far off, really.
I haven't spoken to Nova about that. I figured you'd be on top of that, but
She, I think, is just still processing like the emotional part of it and what she felt and what that weird thingy deal went through. And spending a lot of time at the gym. But I'm sure she would like to probably talk to somebody who has a little more grasp on their emotions than me.
what, you? No grasp on your emotions? No. Shields. What?
I take out my dagger and I just like barely poke.
No, no, come on. I have a bruise there. Okay. Well, you think? No. No. Never mind.
What?
I don't know. What do you think about Licton?
Do you actually want me to answer that, or?
It doesn't matter what I think. You're just gonna answer it how you feel like.
That's true. So, Licton is, I think Licton is reliable. I think Licton is very intelligent. I think Licton thinks that, he is more intelligent than he is, however.
That's a fair assessment.
Why do you ask? You spend a lot of time with Licton. Why are you asking me?
No, I spend.
Yeah, you do.
No, I spend. Shut up.
Okay, no, literally whenever when we're in the vessel or off doing whatever things, like I'm with Nova, you're with Licton.
No, okay. It's just.
And it's not by default. It was like that before me and Nova were a thing.
Okay. Fine, you're right. Okay. There's not. Shut up. No, there's not really anything there. I don't think. I just. There has to be a reason why when I started, you know, when I jumped off the elevator, that Licton. You know.
I figured it was just like a weird prank of yours, honestly. So you
No.
didn't do that on purpose.
No.
Oh. Huh.
So, I don't know. There's got to be a reason, then, right?
Well, I mean, okay. Even if there isn't, the fact that you're looking for a reason means a lot.
No.
What are you looking for a reason for?
I'm not. No.
What is
Shut
it
up.
that you're trying to get to?
Look at the stars. They're pretty.
Do I need to tell Licton something?
No, Rishio, please don't. Please don't.
I'll leave him a message on the obelisk. If you don't do it, I will.
Did you know that sometimes the obelisk gets people mistaken and gives its message to the wrong person? I shit you not. That's in the rule book for a community obelisk.
I'm definitely doing it then.
Fun fact.
In fact, Verv, it looks like you actually got this area. I'll be right back.
No,
Ash,
no,
Ash, stay with him.
no,
I'll be right
no,
back. I'll be right
no,
back.
no, 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 no.
I'll
I'm
be right
going
back.
after.
I'll be right back. Ash. And I like make
Ash, come on.
make you stay
Come on, Ash, you know
stay
me.
away.
I'm not
And
gonna
I'm going
do
to the
anything.
obelisk, and I'm leaving a message for Licton, and it just says, "Verb has been thinking about you a lot" with the eyes emoji.
I'll unpack that in the interim.
And it just says like from Rashiel.
If, in case it wasn't obvious, I'm just, green cards. Okay, fine,
Alright.
Ash. Look, this
He's a
one.
good boy.
While while Shields is gone, I'm just okay. Fine, I'll accept my fate. Look, okay, Ash. This one over here, that one's the big lobster. That one, that one's the big one. That
Ash
one
looks at
that
you expectantly, as if he's waiting for you to tell him where the little lobster is.
yeah, no, that one's the big one, and then that one's the little shrimp. That one right there, that one.
All right. Wow. As fun as it would be for us to stay up for another hour, a half hour, listening to all the constellations of the ninth world and us trying to justify whether or not the eyes emoji exists, and if you can put that on a community obelisk that speaks and has no words.
It can pause meaningfully.
Verv has been thinking. The text spoken aloud is, Verv has been thinking about you a lot lately. Eyes emoji. But anyway, yeah, I think that is a good place to cut off.
Hold on, the
considering
caption
we're
did
about
eyes
at
emoji?
time. Wait, it
Oh
does
my
do the
god,
emoji?
it did! Holy shit, it did!
Oh, it does! Oh my god! Oh
We
my
found something
god!
new, everyone.
This has opened up so many new avenues!
Okay, we gotta go back and snip that later.
Oh my god! Okay, I'm sorry. I will be very excited to get my captioner to make emojis for me from now on, but we have still hit the end of our game tonight.
Yay!
So yeah, hi everybody. I had a great time tonight. Before we go around and say goodbye and say where you can find us all working on our other stuff, I have two quick announcements to make. One is that we will be off for the next 3 weeks. Capo can tell you more about next week, which is going to be very super exciting. I have plans on Halloween, and on the week after that, we have Extra Life, which is a charity stream, 24-hour charity stream on this channel right here, which Mary can most certainly tell you more about it than I can, because I don't know a whole bunch about it, to be honest. But announcement number 2 is that if you are interested in Numenara or any of the other super fun, super cool Monty Cook games, there is actually a discount code on the Monty Cook Games digital store, which is all lowercase, open for adventure. It's in chat now, so you can get a discount on any purchases relating to Numenara or other Monty Cook games like the Cypher System, Invisible Sun, or other stuff like that.
Get the
I would
cube.
definitely recommend it. These games are super cool. They're like literally nothing else I'm aware of. They're a giant lightning starfish. It's rad.
It's the number. It's the number 4, right, for the discount code?
Yes, number 4 adventure. Yes, it is as it is in chat. But yeah, those are the only 2 announcements I have to make. A little bummed out to be gone for 3 weeks, but we've got some cool stuff coming up on a couple of these. So not that bummed out, but we will return to you in November. And yeah, that's about it. Beyond that, I think we can get to saying goodbye and saying where else you can find us on the internet. So who wants to go first?
I vote Kappa so we can hear his awesome news.
Oh
Yes,
no.
yes, yes.
Yes!
Or should he go last so that people remember it?
Oh, true.
Mm.
You want to go
That is
first?
I'm
true. I don't want to follow that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
please,
Yeah. Okay.
please.
So I'll just go first then.
Yeah, okay.
Unless you want to go, Finn, I don't really care.
I have the least whelming news, so I'll go first.
Okay.
My name is Finley. You can find me on Twitter at infernal_glow. I love playing this, but it is my only streamed game, so I'll see you in 3 weeks.
Hi, I'm Mare. You can find me on Twitter at Archmage of Dice. Tomorrow morning, I will be running a game called Birds of a Feather, where we will be featuring a supplement called the Birds of Paradise about exotic Aarakocra and Kenku by Florian Emmerich and Katrina Bresnik. We're doing giveaways. It's gonna be really cool. Birds. On the 19th and 26th, those are Mondays at 12 p.m. Central, I will be playing a game of 10 Candles on Eva Sarate's channel. It is a tragic horror, and everyone is gonna cry. It's sad. It's gonna be real sad. Next Friday on the 23rd, I will be playing a game of Little Fears on the channel Friends Who Roll Dice for their charity stream supporting Rain and Earth Day Network. And on the 30th, I will be running a murder mystery on my channel. A 7-person plus DM murder mystery. It's going to be a clusterfuck and it's going to be great. Seth?
Alrighty, that makes me. Hi, I'm Seth. You can find me on Twitch at KillXJill. You can also find me on Instagram at KillXJill with an extra X at the end just for flavor. You can always find me here Saturdays, except for the next 3 weeks playing Rashiel. I try to stream games every Thursday and Saturday, depending on how I feel. Sometimes it's games, sometimes it's art, sometimes it's just cats, and who knows, honestly. This is currently my only game, but I am very much looking forward to Extra Life. And yeah.
We forgot favorite parts.
We did forget favorite parts.
Okay, then my favorite.
do we want to go backwards?
Start? Where do you start?
I know, right? Go ahead, you first.
I'll go first. My favorite part of tonight was again, I feel like with this group, I'm constantly able to push myself since this is my first streamed game here. And again, being vulnerable and getting that payoff is so rewarding. And I really, really, really enjoy all of the gross, disgusting, soft moments that I got to have with you guys. So yeah, that's not one favorite part. It's like 1,000, but that's my answer.
I'll go back and do mine. I liked the 2 heartwarming conversations we had today. At first, it was just the Nova and Rashiel one, but then we had the Rashiel and Verve one, and I can't decide, so it's going to be both of them. And since we're back on me, I'm also going to talk about Extra Life. It's going to be on November 7th, starting at midnight Central Time, and it's going to be 24 hours of streams. We've got D&D games, we've got a Genesis game, we've got a bunch of talk shows going on. One of that is co-hosted by 2 of our lovely players in this game right now. Promo materials were just approved, so those should be going out soon and posted soon. So please join us to support children's hospitals and Extra Life. So, Finn, favorite part?
Yeah. That moment, that like moment of Alex being like, so you're getting an experience point for something real bad. That was really but yeah, like Seth, Rashiel, like you said, those moments of being like safe and brave enough to step out into the unknown of being really vulnerable and emotional is super rewarding. And this group makes it all possible.
Oh, cats. Alex, did you want to go first, or should I? I mean, I can. It's just
You go ahead.
You guys built my announcement up, even though it's okay. Anyway, I'll go. Hello, my name is Cap. I also go by Christian. You can find me on Twitter at the Kappa Chris, where I just nerd out and stuff. And then also, ooh, so many big news. Okay, I'm gonna start with my usual spiel. You can find me here, except for the next 3 weeks, starting at 5:30 Pacific, and then you can also find me streaming on Sundays, same channel at 1 p.m. Pacific, where I'm one of the Death's Keepers, along with Alex in that game. It's our Sunday stream. It's really fun, really great, where I play Echo, a kind of sus tiefling. Other stuff that I'm in. I'm in a D&D 5e. D&D 5e Star Wars themed play on Kevin Kudo's channel. So that's on Twitch at Kevin Kudo VA, KCOUTOVA. Usually Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific. And then coming up November 7th, I have it's going to be the live stream and everything, but I'm going to be taking part in a panel about voice, finding your voice in the TTRPG community, and chill and chat with our very own Seth. It's going to be a power hour, basically, of just me and Seth being chaos.
Chaos incarnate.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. And the big piece of news, I am going to be part of a 3-day event. Oh, please stop, please no. 3-day event called Rebirth Day, hosted by at Lily Sparks. That's with an X and not a KS. Where we are doing 3 days of charity live streams for a company in Canada to help children who have gone through abuse. There's information on that. If you follow me on Twitter, there's a bunch of information there. But I am taking on one of the last lots where we play D&D 5e game, DM'd by Satine Phoenix. I hate to name drop because I am like I only have anyway. Satine, it's huge. There's going to be a huge thing. There's an all Asian cast. And all these really great things about anytime I think about it, I start getting hot and really red and forget my words. But please come out, support. That is why we are not going to be here on next week, because I'm going to be over there. It's going to be at 5 p.m. Pacific, and I believe it's going to be on Lily Sparks' channel. So look out for that, please. It's huge. Anyway, yeah. Ooh, when I put out all there in words, like it's favorite part. I'm sorry. Favorite part. This is our first one-on-one moment with Rashiel and Verve. So I'm gonna be selfish and put it. That's my favorite part. It's been a while. It's been a long time coming. I wanted to get that out there for a long time.
All right, hi everybody. My name is Alex. And this here's my cat.
Oh.
I had the very distinct pleasure and joy of being the GM for tonight. Aside from doing this, you can find me on Sundays from 4 to 7 Eastern Time, playing a D&D 5e game with Kappa and Eva in chat, and some of the other super lovely, wonderful open for adventure players, and GM Camille. Let's think. This, like I said, this stream will be off for the next 3 weeks. To my knowledge, Sunday stream is not off for the next 3 weeks, so make sure to catch us on that. Favorite parts of the session. I had 2 favorite parts of the session. One was starting the session from my bed with my cat and a glass of wine. That was just fun.
I take it back. That's my favorite part.
I really enjoyed that. That was a blast. And the other favorite part was sort of half improvising and describing how the creature created a wormhole, and you're experiencing the effects of that. That was just fun. So yeah, I think that's all we've got for today.
Just the warm fuzzies.
Oh yes, I don't have that
I
list.
have the list. Do not worry.
Super.
All right, we've got our warm fuzzies. We've got our OG. We've got Bel Chavez. Bel Chavez.
Bel
woo.
Chavez.
We've got Christina.
Christina.
We've
Woo.
got Guildmaster Sev.
Woo!
We've got Andrew Ship, Fellowship of the Table, the Bay of Gifts, the Wikimancer.
Woo!
We've got Patrick, PJ.
PJ.
We've got Rick O.
Rick O? What?
Rick O. We've
Rick
got
Owens himself.
Gamer Lives with a 1 and a 3.
Gamer Lives, 1 and a 3.
And we have Deborah.
Woo!
Hi, Deb. Hello.
Do we have anything else for the tonight?
I do not believe we do.
Okay, everybody. Have a lovely, lovely night. And remember, always love each other. Hearts to all of you. Bye.
Bye.